All right, we're back. We are now trying Twitch broadcast. I am not sure if we are even going right now, but we are going to continue pushing through and go now with the full game.
Earth Tao is now streaming.
Earth Tao is now streaming.
Oh, look. All right. Hey, look, it works. Did you reset this table?
I can in a second. First, we're going to make sure everything's up and running. Get our linkage over. And thank you, Josh,
Have you posted the link on Facebook yet?
I have not. I can't.
Please
Going
do.
up on Facebook.
Post it on Facebook.
We're here. You're watching this live because we're alive. And, look, in this world, sometimes you don't necessarily know what you're doing. And that's fine. You just start swinging. And you'll figure out if you're right or wrong.
See?
Look, I'm not saying that's the design philosophy of Earth Tao. It's definitely been a build philosophy because we definitely started doing this with no idea what we're doing. Like, that's pretty sure, carry the two.
Tell them what this game started out as?
We did, okay. So little background. This game originally started as an idea on the 4th of July as I was driving down to see fireworks at a friend's party. Where the heck? Post? Create a post. Thank you.
I'm not seeing the post.
I know.
The link.
Now I see us. Hello.
Boom. And post. And give that 10 seconds. And so the original game was based upon the idea of, if you've ever been in the military, you're familiar with the guys, there's a thing called the coin game. As you go out through deployments or you meet different ranked people, you can get coins made, like literal coins, made that you take to the bar, and at some point in time you throw one down on the bar table and say, well, I've got a 1-star general coin here. Can anybody beat it? And if they can't, they owe you a drink. So it's just a simple game of one-upsmanship. Oh God, I'm hearing myself talk.
I don't think what we have to go through.
Good Lord, how do you live with me? And so it started as kind of just this kind of one-upmanship game, or kind of this almost war game. So it started very simply. It was intended to be a very light-hearted kind of here you go game that we then skinned in the superheroes that we've built out here. And then as we started actually exploring the mechanics and the rules that we had written, we soon realized, holy crap, we've got a lot going on here. So Jared, switch me spots.
Oh, I was cleaning up your board.
Well, don't do that.
Doing the
got
thing
you.
with the stuff.
The thing with the stuff?
And then we're gonna stay on here.
You're just gonna hang for a second.
Yeah,
Hang for a second.
Walk
Switch.
back here.
Music chairs. Let's do an introduction.
Hey, do we
Do-si-do. We don't have enough room to do-si-do in this tiny basement.
No,
all right.
do-si-do.
So let's double check a couple things.
Cool. I've got a functional link on for Twitch on the Discord for everybody. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Let's take it from the top.
Well, not really, because before what we did...
Let's take it from the top of the second half.
There we
let's
go.
say a quick hello to
Hello.
everyone we have on the Discord channel. We've got
Hello.
Masked Llama joining us in, Artemis Alexander.
Thank
and
you.
At least...
Someone else.
Bruce Rue, I believe, was the name. Let me see if I can track them down again.
So, quick introductions. My name's Alex. I'm one of the designers of Earth Tao, the man looming over my shoulder here. This is Jared, our creative director. He's done a lot of the art for the game. Rukaru. Solid name. And then the man standing in the murk back here. Wave your hands in the air. Like you just don't care. That's Josh. That is the other creator of Earth Tao.
I'm chatting with everybody on the Discord server. It's been truly a pleasure answering your questions, and I look forward to anything that you can throw at me.
So Earth Tao is in essence a superhero world that we're building out. In this case, we're going to be demonstrating the card game portion of it as well. If you get onto the website, we also have a bunch of short stories that we've written up about these. In the first series, 105 cards. About 80 some unique characters of the 300 unique characters that we've developed. A lot of the characters we developed are based upon census data. So we took what's our male to female population in the U.S., what's our white, Hispanic, African population in the U.S., and randomly generated superheroes based upon that to help give us a better distribution of what it is, so that you don't just get white male Doritos all over the board. So this is our attempt to push forward on that, as well as to bring an interesting and creative game out to the world, as well as an interesting and creative stories out to the world, where particularly we want to start focusing on the human part of Superhuman. We like saving the world is great, but I really, really, really want to know, how do you get goose stains out of your cape? I really do want to know how you have the conversation with your significant other about, hi, I'm a superhero. This may affect our tax bracket. Like, it's we call it adult humor, but not in the way that you would normally think about adult humor.
Isn't
It's
it more like grown
humor. I think there's a couple comedians that refer to it as grown ass humor. Like, I am a grown,
maybe adulting humor.
I'm a grown ass man. I have to deal with car insurance, and my car just got flattened by a god. Is that considered an act of God, or a force of nature?
Oh man!
Or is it an
god.
incident?
It was a god.
Do I have to share their faith? Like, seriously, there's all these bylaws that I think are interesting. And maybe it's just us being old and cynical and looking at superheroes for too long and deciding that it's time that we start talking about some other stuff other than...
Would an act of God, would that also encompass exemptions of demigod activity?
See, so it gets murky, because I actually was an insurance agent. Acts of gods usually are defined as actual, like, storm events. So if a god smashed your car with his fist, that would be an impact. So that would be... it's called it's referred to as a collision. By the way, any of you who ever hit a deer, you didn't hit a deer, the deer hit you, that's an insurance thing. Trust me, that's the better way to do it. And so the god would have hit your car. That one, probably fine. If the god caused a hurricane that damaged your car, now you need insurance that would cover hurricanes accordingly. So, random insurance fact that nobody cares about. Carry on. Let's get into the game.
Llama says they gave me the key to the city. Does that mean I own the city? What's the property tax on that?
Yeah,
I think they're definitely getting the idea.
Yeah, like, seriously, I need to know. Do you pay rent on your superhero lair, like, or your supervillain lair? Like, who builds these things? Someone builds them. Someone knows where they're at. Are we doing the old Egyptian thing where they just bury you with it? 'Cause seriously, the insurance payouts, they're gonna be messy. We don't want that. All right, let's get into the actual game here. We'll keep chatting.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to look at the demo, because we do have a live demo up that you can play if you have access to Tabletop Simulator. If you don't, what I'm going to recommend is there's links that's the wrong button. Sorry, wrong button. I know what I'm doing, I swear. If you don't have access to Tabletop Simulator, you can find it in Steam. You know how I know the caffeine just kicked in? Because I definitely said Tabletop Stimulator, not Simulator, which is a slightly different game.
Jeez. Alright.
Woo! Sleep deprivation. It's fun. So, you can download it off the Steam store. Tabletop Simulator, a lot of people have it. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. For $20, it's a steal, and usually you can get it cheaper in varying places. And you can use it to pretty much make any game you want or work with any game you want. There's a lot of people that play D&D through it. It's a pretty solid way to go about things. Once you're there, find our shop, which we also have links to there as well. Hit the subscribe button, and that'll load it into your system so that you can load it up whenever you want. Speaking of loading it whenever you want. Segways!
Far right.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is! Aha! Once you load Tabletop Simulator, it's going to look like this. You're going to hit Create. We're going to do a multiplayer game because we're playing at a distance, which is what this is designed for specifically. This is our little server that we've got going there. We're going to create it. That's going to load you into something like this. Kind of classic games to give you an idea what's going on. DLC games that you can buy. These are a lot of mainstream games that you guys can buy and play. One of my favorite games, House on the Haunted Hill? Haunted Hill House? Tale at the... Betrayal at the house on the Haunted Hill. Blech. I still think they could have made...
slow down. You'll get there faster.
We'll get there quicker. But that's on here. And in the workshop, this is our little demo table, which we're going to load up.
Do we want to mention right now that...
Well, you already are.
Okay. Also, initial design was we always had a digital plan in place. It was just going to be after we rolled out the physical game. Things have changed. Now it is more important for us to get the digital copy going because of 2020. If you still want to play the physical copy, we are selling that through GameCrafter. You can find the links on our website. We'll make sure to include that information. We have battle boxes, which pit two of the decks against each other. We have 4 variations on there. So there are different ways to play, and then this demo will be functioning after.
No, it's technically functioning now.
Yeah,
we're playing the demo.
We'll be doing updates to it as we finish more artwork for cards, but the demo will be there, and again, it's 3 of the 8 leaders.
Yeah. So, let's talk about them. What we have loaded up here is our demo here. So I'm going to go through a couple things that you want to know about. The cards in the center, that's the pieces we're going to use to play the game. We'll cover that in just a second. The little laptops over here, this actually hot links straight to our rulebook that you can get on earthtau.com/taurulebook.com. That has everything that we're going to talk about in here laid out in more written and possibly legible words, because words are hard sometimes. So, from the top, we got a couple things. Dice are always helpful. These are little markers that'll also come in handy later on in the game. What I want you to look at right now is these sections. This first card here, that is your leader. So we've got 3 of our different leaders here. Each one is going to give a unique ability that player is going to be able to use throughout the game. They're also going to give some support, which acts as your currency to get your supers out into play. We have short form decks, which are our skirmish decks. We just played a game of skirmish over on the Facebook. If you want to check out that recording later on, fantastic. And
skirmish deck has 20 cards.
Yep, 20 cards.
20
and then
orders.
A full deck, it has 40 cards in it. And those numbers are locked. It does have to be 20, and it has to be 40. No messing with those numbers. Okay?
We are playing with other game types. We're just...
We figured out that these have a lot of utility, that there's lots of ways to actually come up with different games and different styles to use them. Actually, there's a role-playing game that I've got set up that we use the cards as stripped-down character sheets. So there's lots of ways to use this stuff. We're putting out tons and tons of content to support that.
Have you figured out a way to import or implement event and gadget cards into the tabletop?
Yeah, I use them as basically obstacles to be overcome when I'm narrating. So if there is a chase through the city or something like that, I'll use the Wild Goose Chase card to give you a visual idea of what's going on, or just act as a nice reminder. So they're props. As a narrator, as someone who's running the game, they're great props.
Well, and here's the other thing that I want to say is, and I understand it, it's commerce, it's business, it's capitalism, but there are a lot of ways to make a business and make a living and providing more value for the product that you provide. And so that's another reason why we're talking about things like board states and using it in the tabletop game, which the tabletop is going to be free aside from the scripted campaigns that will be created, but there'll be tools in there for you to create your own campaign.
Absolutely. Yep.
But anyway,
let's focus in.
Yeah.
All right. So we're each going to choose a leader in this case. I'm going to grab Smash and Grab because I like how they work. And okay, you've got Archfiend. Fantastic. Yes, sir.
So Masked Llama was commenting on the dice, but how the dice, their comment was, "Yay dice," but inevitably, "Boo dice, hate me."
Oh, don't worry, you're okay.
So I let them know that they'll be happy to know that dice is only used during setup.
Yep.
But I figured this is a great time to give a brief synopsis of the design philosophy that led us to create this game.
Good choice.
We're trying to play the player, not the deck.
As Jared tries to figure out, there he goes, now he got it, how to move everything to the side. One thing that we wanted is, we wanted this to play closer to chess, where there's no randoms to it. It is very much so a strategy game, that you do need to pay attention to what your opponent is doing, almost more than you need to pay attention to what your own deck is doing. It's about understanding, reacting. It's not just set up the dominoes and watch them go.
No, it is... Yeah.
Like, we played 2 games already, and they already went very different, and they were with the same decks. So let's talk about that and how and why that happens.
Do we want to talk about that philosophy that we're still working on? Okay.
Yeah, we want to make sure every decision matters. And one of the ways that we do that is we change how things score. Each one of these locations, because where you're fighting matters when you're dealing with a super fight. So each one of these locations has their own unique scoring method. Like this one's going to score based on body. Who's got the strongest team? This one's going to score on mind. Who's got the smartest team? And this one's going to score on aether. Who has the team with the most laser, magic, super, clapping
Aether energy.
Yeah, stuff. There's kind of an all-encompassing idea.
The beauty is body, aether, and mind allows us to have the acronym
BAM.
BAM.
So, what we're going to do, there's a lot of ways to choose locations. In a war setup, you're going to use 3. So I'm going to just gather all these together. We're going to flip them over. We're going to rolly. And I'm just going to ditch out 6 of them. And the reason I'm using 6 is because when you get your battle boxes, you get 3 locations per deck, so you end up with 6 total, and then you use the dice to help decide what locations you're playing with in the game. Between the 13 different locations and 8 different leaders, there are 8,008 different board states to work with. And once again, how you choose locations is kind of up to you. What I'm showing you is call it a tournament style. So, Jared, since we don't necessarily, neither of these have active picks on us, let's just flip them all over. Would you give me a dice roll?
Yep.
That's the only thing you're using the dice for other than deciding who goes first. So, easy stuff. Good job, you hit it. 4. So, we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. 4. Jared, would you give me another dice roll? Come on back. 1. Good Lord. Do you know how to roll them in place?
I don't want to.
Hit R. Let's do it for me. Do it for the camera. 4. Interesting. So, if you get a blank spot, you go to the next. So, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd skip to the next one of 9 news. So that is our 3 locations we're going to be playing with today. These other guys go to the side for now. Take a hike. Yes, one at a time, Jared. So we are still learning how to use tabletop to its full extent. Like, we know you can script a bunch of stuff here. We know you can deal with a ton of things, and there are a ton of utility out there that we're still learning. So if any of you are tabletop aficionados, we're sorry.
We do want to let everybody know we are planning on our own in-house developed PC, Mac, Android, iOS digital version of the game. We were planning on going with Unreal. Everybody, I'm sure, is aware of what's going on not Unreal.
Yeah, Unreal.
Yeah, Unreal. Everybody, I'm sure, is aware of what's going on between Epic and Apple right now.
Okay.
So we are
cool.
We are just figuring it out like everybody else.
Just start swinging.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our 2 leaders chosen. What my leader is going to do, they are smash and grab. So they're a team of professionals, means that they work for money. Not necessarily good guys or bad guys. They're here for a paycheck. A lot of guys fall into professionals that you might think. A lot of your civil servants, your military, your police, your fire. They're professionals. They don't necessarily care about good or evil. They're about lawful, not lawful, doing the job.
Yeah. And
so,
it doesn't mean that they can't do
heroic or horrible actions.
Acts.
Yeah. Just they're not. That's not their primary goal. So Smash and Grab here, they have an ability that I'm going to be able to use throughout the game, which means I'm going to be able to collect a card, aka grab an extra card, every time I win a conflict, which we'll touch on later on, using body. So basically, every time I punch someone in the face hard enough, I get a card. No hand limit, so I can get a lot of cards. Jared is using Archfiend. That's a villain. Well, he's not just a villain. He's like the villain. Stop it. He's got an ability called Souls the Other White Meat. Once during his turn, he may lobby, aka remove a card from the game. That's in his retirement pile, his graveyard there. Bleaching its ability, so he's going to lose cards off his deck to do it as well, but he gets to use another ability. So he can staple abilities onto other abilities, and that gives him a lot of power, pizzazz, and he's a wily one. And then, like I said, where you fight matters. So the goal of the game is to get 2 locations. Have the best team in 2 locations. So in the scenic neighborhood volcano here, we're going to score it at the end of the game based on body. So whoever is the strongest, most physical group, Also, anytime we're playing into the volcano, an order losing a conflict by double or more falls into the volcano and is retired. So we're constantly going to be trying to kick each other into the volcano, as is superhero tradition.
Oh, you know what I'm going to be trying to do at some point.
Yep. We got some stuff. Super scrap and refurbishing. It's going to score on Aether. Items. So that's one of your factions. So hero, villain, professional, items, and event. So items that are in your retirement pile, you can play them into the super scrap as if they were from your hand. So
oh, no.
we can recycle stuff.
No, we need to do an update.
We need to do an update.
Are they called items?
Oh, they're not called items. You're right. They're called gadgets. Shame on us.
Shame indeed.
Shame. Let us all have a shame moment. Shame.
Wait, who's the graphics guy? That's the guy that really
come on,
dropped
man.
the ball. Oh, damn it.
Oh, man, who's supposed to proofread all these things? Ah, son of a...
Ah.
All right, 9 News is the other one. It's going to score on Mind, which is helpful. And events score double in 9 News.
Oh,
so
this is a combination.
this is a thing. Now, if we've done our job right, anytime you see three locations hit, both players should let out kind of a collective groan, which,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I think...
Also, our audience is in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
So they might not be familiar with 9 News, which is a Colorado local news
Right.
station.
Yeah.
Which
Good
is a
catch.
great time to point out that the setting for this game is currently in the Denver metro area in Colorado.
Yep. We decided...
This season.
Yeah. We decided that enough stuff happens in New York, so screw New York. And we're setting it where we live, which is out here in Denver. Next season, we're going to do...
we're thinking coastal...
We want a coastal,
Washington,
Portland, Seattle territory.
It coincides with the storyline that we want to tell in season 2.
Yeah.
So there, yes, and we will be, especially as the business
Ooh.
grows.
I do like a creepy airport setting for a location. I do like an airport setting.
Yes, that's perfect.
I
There
do-
are at least 2 creepy airports in
Atlanta.
Colorado, too.
Yeah, in Colorado, and there's a bunch in Atlanta too. So
Oh, yeah.
if we get a big following in Atlanta, I got no problem shifting to Atlanta.
Oh,
Atlanta
no, I'd
is
love to. Yeah.
It is a coastal.
Oh, yeah.
It does count.
Oh,
That would
oh.
It does
actually
count.
be really nice.
Ooh,
We can do it there.
That
We
could-
get the golf.
that could change some things too.
Yeah, that'd be
It
fun.
would give us a lot of fun things to work with.
Yeah, because Atlanta's an old city too, so they've got history.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Fun
yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
All right, let's play. So let's figure out who goes first. Now, how we decide that? Too far in. I've zoomed too far in.
We do have Lucifer.
We do have Lucifer. Yeah, we do have Lucifer, and the only reason he's not on a card is because there's super copyright fights about Lucifer.
Yeah.
Like, we can technically do it because he's a sculpture, and we'd make a painting of a sculpture. And so anybody that sued us would lose, but we would also lose because...
Legal battles.
Yeah, we
are
broke,
long
yo.
and expensive.
yeah, so, eventually I do want to do a Lucifer. I really do.
I
But there's no way I'm fighting
I
that
don't
fight.
know. It's too.
It's too
and
hot.
it's cursed.
Oh, that too. Yeah, let's not do that. Lucifer killed its creator. No joke. Look it up. It's a great story. Anyway, back to who goes first.
That was really chipper, talking about somebody getting murdered by a giant statue.
And then we move on. Welcome to Earth Tau. So, Smash and Grab have 2 support. These little triangles up top there, and we're going to use that as our currency. The leaders with the least support goes first. I've got 2. Oh, man, Archfiend's also got 2. You know what that means?
Rolling that dice.
Roll a dice. Or use any other way you decide amongst yourself to figure out who goes first. I'm going to take a roll. I am not doing well on the rolls today. I feel you on the cursed dice. Jared, would you give me a roll?
I did.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. High scoring game right
Oh,
now.
jeez.
Suck it. If you roll a 6, I'm going to... Okay.
All right. Hey, you finally get to go
Hey,
first.
I finally got to go first, out of the 3rd game today. So, when we start the game, we both start with 6 cards in our hand. So we're going to draw 6. Ba-damn. Oh, you know what I should do? Jared, hold on. I'm going to do a quick mulligan-y. Did we shuffle our decks?
I did. You did not.
I did not. You know how I know I didn't? 2s. Which, honestly, not a bad way to start the game. Will you... Grumble, and things gather and get over here. Nope, come on.
Yeah, one at a time. That's
Thanks.
good.
Thanks, Jared. Appreciate the call back. Get in there. Do it.
Oh
Do
my
it.
God.
Shuffle. Shuffle like you mean it. Shuffle like it owes you money. All right, there's my 6. Since I go first, I'm going to draw a card. Boom. 1 card. All right, so that's not what I wanted. Super not what I... Stop it. Stop it, game. Do what I want. Do what I want by instinct.
It is doing exactly what you tell it.
I know. Stop it. So, I'm going to organize mine by rank just because it helps me in my brain and figure things out. So, when I play, I've got 4 places that I can put a card. I could put a card into any location. All I care about right here, stop it, is that I have enough support to support the rank of the card. So I've got 2 support for my leader. I've got 2 support on my card. So that's fair game. This guy, who's a 5, isn't. He goes away. He goes back. All right. So I could take her and I could put her where... and a couple places. I could put her in any of my locations. Or if I wanted to, let's say I'm in a situation where I need a little more support from my leader, because he's going to give support to everybody. I could flip this card over and roll it nice, if I'm going to be really nice about this, and tuck it under my leader, and now it's in administration. I've basically relegated this person to desk duty for all eternity. And now my leader would have 3 support, which means next turn I could play a 3 moving forward.
It's also global support.
And that's where it comes in real handy, and I have no doubt we're going to use that later on. But for right now, I've got a good spot for her. She's got a good body score. Rotate. There it is. So I'm going to try to put down a little effort into the volcano. Now, something you need to know about our cards. They're all designed to be fairly balanced. No junk cards, okay? We've got 105 cards. We're spending a lot of time on them. We want you to use them.
Well, it's a total of 126 cards.
Yeah.
But these vertical card design cards are the orders, and that's what we have 105. And the term we use is all killer, no filler. Everything has a function. Everything has a purpose. It's just finding the right fit for whatever intended build you're going for.
Yep. So I'm going to play her because while she doesn't have an ability, she does hit like a truck for 2. So she's pretty helpful on what we're doing. Since I've drawn a card, I've resolved my leader because he's not going to trigger right now. I've resolved my team and I've resolved my location. It is now Jared's play. So things are going to resolve from you towards the other player and then back again. Very simple, very straightforward. Jared, draw a card.
It is drawn. Oh, I'm saving you for later.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good sign.
All right. And let's see. I thought I had a good idea. Why do I... What? Okay, I am going to run a...
So, yeah, every card that we play, every card that we've got in the series has a role. Sometimes they're blockers. Sometimes they're going to have unique and ugly abilities, which we're definitely going to get into. Sometimes they're a mix of each. Or we pack a lot of halts, which if you're used to other vernacular counterspell, varying style cards like that. And they're real critical because, seriously, some of these abilities that are going to throw out, they're on superheroes. They hit super hard. And sometimes you don't want that. Jared.
Another thing that is also just mentioning those super powerful abilities. We did not go vanilla on a lot of these abilities. We wanted to make these cards as fun to play with as they are to play against.
Yep.
And so we found that boring abilities are not the ones that you remember. So there are a lot of these cards that are designed to be very interesting, and there's a lot of very powerful cards that you get to put your hands on, and
Yep.
they do very interesting things.
Absolutely.
And that's why we kind of cranked up the volume on some of these abilities.
Do not forget your marker.
Oh, good point. One of the things you have to keep in mind, you can't play into the same location twice. Oh.
In war mode.
In war. In skirmish you can because you've only got one location. He's a little chunky. Let me bring him down a little bit. There we go. Excellent. So this is our little turn marker. Means that next turn I can't play here. I got to play somewhere else. This comes in very handy to keep track of because you're going to play until one of you is incapable of playing. That'll happen in a couple ways. Either someone just burns themselves out of cards, which can happen. Jared.
I had just figured out what I was doing. Right?
Archfiend's bad about that. Good and bad, because he uses his deck as ammo, so he burns through deck, and therefore he can run out of cards. You can have a situation where you just don't have any legal or valid plays because you're maybe out of hand, or you start getting into champions like this dude here, this rank 7 with that laurel leaf on him. Once he's in a team, once I put him into a team, I can't bring anybody else into that team on a regular play. So if I've got 2 of them out, plus a turn marker, I'm done.
Pretty stagnant on that.
Yep. So, what we need to do...
You can go to what I'm doing.
Yeah, what you got?
So, I'm playing Gamma Ray Shower.
It's an event, so that's going to score a little extra, put a little sizzle on it. Hello. And it's got a Mega Transmute. Jared, you figuring out your transmute?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk through.
I paid it on the side of my, you can see,
Gotcha.
Gumdrop Cannon.
Alright, so what Jared's done here...
If you want to go through the map.
I gotcha. Mega Transmute means he's going to retire a card from his hand. So he's going to take one of his hands, put it in the retirement pile there. And he's going to go fishing in his deck for a total rank equal to the retired order plus 1. So this is one of those bigger abilities. So the card is weak, but the ability is helpful. So he's gotten rid of a rank 4, that big number towards the top there, means he's going to be able to pull a total of 5 rank out of here. So that could be 5 1s. It could be just a 5. It could be, looks like a 2 and maybe a 3 is what he's going fishing for here. Because he does have to go fish for him, he does have to show them. So there's a show your work scenario here. Now with Archfiend, here's what I need to worry about. Any card that's in his retirement over here is also ammo for his ability here. So he kind of runs this interesting balance between having enough cards in his retirement, having enough cards in his deck, and having enough cards out here on the field
Plus Super Scrap.
to keep him going. Oh, and he's got Super Scrap. Oh, yeah,
Since
clever.
You retired an item.
So you use an event into 9 news. Good job. And you retired an event out of your hand, and because it's Super Scrap is on the board, that's still technically in your hand. Yeah, clever devil over there. Jared, I think you're picking up on this. Alright, you got your 5?
Yeah, I got Slybot and the red button.
And the red button. Red button. If you guys check out our Facebook, or if we can get the website to actually update right here, there's new and fantastic art for the red button. It's one of my favorite arts.
It's the favorite piece I've done.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's got such a pulp fiction, science fiction feel. I loves it.
I think I'm going to darken yellow the background just to give it more depth.
Give it less neonage.
Well, it'll still be neon.
By the way, can we write a short story about neon noir? I like the setting of a neon noir story.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I was throwing down the Blauberta stuff.
Yeah,
Is Perry Keat part of a neon noir world?
Does he not feel like it?
He could be.
He could be. I'm surprised that he had hands, though.
We can change that. It's just that's what I was feeling. That's the pose, because I was thinking about getting him long.
All right.
fingers.
While they're chatting, I'm gonna do a turn.
But if you give him
Draw a card.
to give him long enough fingers to where he would still have wings, that completely changes.
This is
his
good.
whole
I like
body
that. That's a counter spell.
and how he can move and what he can do.
All right,
and
so I
if
can't
he's
play there.
Really
Gotta
into
play here or
guns,
there.
or if he's going to have a second set of arms that
I
are
want to
underneath
get-
his wings.
Probably not.
Yeah, so I just decided to strip his flight and give him a backpack.
So he's heading more towards the dinosaur bird, less of a bird.
Yeah.
Bird. Is it perhaps the word?
It is perhaps a word. But the other beautiful thing is that is not his final form.
This is
Not
not
even
my
his
final
final
form.
form.
Damn you!
So that's where we're going right now, and he can change when we get to his order, or he can change in season 2, or there could be some horrible accident using a red button, and now he has wings instead of arms.
So I'm gonna play an ability here. Well, let's see what I'm doing.
Unless you had something very
Cool.
specific.
Well, in the
So-
opening to the
I'm going to win on body.
comic book,
Therefore-
we had the macaw world with areas for them to fly.
I'm going to
to,
draw a
so it was
card.
implied that they had the ability to fly still. So that's
Yeah.
why
I can help with that.
surprised.
That's
Oh yeah, that was the
I
macaw
won.
and these
So
parakeets.
body is your top card.
So I
You're
figured there'd
1
be variants in there.
Exactly.
versus a
There's-
5. So I'm stronger. And then I'm going to
Sorry,
use
you got a little meta there.
ability.
No,
it's good. I'm going to use the ability to look at the top 4 of any deck and put them back in any sequence. We did have to avoid the term order because always it gets really confusing. Words are hard.
Yes.
So I'm going to take this card. I'm going to take this card, and over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a little side hidden zone. Acts as a secondary hand. And I'm going to flip them over. And I'm going to see what I got. Ooh, I like some of this.
You keep calling them cards, but they are also technically orders.
They are orders.
Which is why we had to avoid using the word order.
Order cards.
Instead of sequence.
Oh, okay. That's the part you were talking about.
I'm going to go with that. I like that. That's the sequence. That's the winning sequence. And then I'm going to stick that over there in your pipe. Oh, don't do that. Okay, good. Flip. Flippity dip. Alright, Jared, I have completed my turn. I'm just doing some bookkeeping. There it is. And there it is. And I know there's a faster way to do that. I don't know how to do it. And that's my turn. So I've moved my turn marker to where I was. And it's Jared's go. Did you draw a card?
Nope, I'm doing that now.
Take a card. Do a thing.
That was good.
Do a little dance.
I'm really happy about that.
If you guys ever messing with Tabletop Simulator, one thing we did figure out is if you hit P, you change perspective. So if you like a top-down for this style game, that works a little better. Fantastic. I can tuck in a little more. I think I will. Just for my own amusements. Or I could zoom out a little more. That's also fine. So one of the things that you need to worry about, that you start learning in the game, is momentum. This game will swing back and forth between the players. The trick is, can you end it when the momentum is on your side? So right now, if I could end the game, I would technically win. I don't have a way to do that, but I could. And if I could, I would, but I can't.
So you shan't?
So I shan't.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, that may not be exactly how I want to do
Going to think through the process. Good job.
All right. What do we got here?
By the way, one of the things that actually is kind of fun with Earth Tau, this is how much space it takes up always. Like, it doesn't spread. You don't get the massive card sprawl. You can play it in a fairly tight area, which I find really nice to get a nice, really deep game without having to, like, spread across the whole thing.
Well, and remember why it's designed as tight as it is.
Because numbers are weird?
Because this game is more than 2 players.
Oh, that's true. You can play it 3 players.
You can play it 4 players.
Right.
Theoretically, you could play it more.
Right. We haven't had the guts to play it with more than 3 because the interactions are odd. They're great, but my head hurt afterward trying to think through, like...
It was very good.
It's a really fun game because you really start... You have to stop playing it as in, here's what I need to do to win. It's here's what I need to do to convince that guy that the other guy is definitely the enemy, and little old me back here, we fine. You know, don't worry about what I'm doing here. Jared, what you got?
So I'm going to boop-a-doop-doop and scoobity-boop.
Really?
Yeah!
You use that kind of language around your kids?
I know. I'm a horrible, horrible dad. All right, so I'm going to play Slybot.
Oh, into... Oh, there we go. Excellent.
Into here.
Okay.
All right, and so his ability is Portal.
Right.
And... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
So if the ability goes down, it's got to be used. So Portal gets funny.
No, wait. I think I want to play this on a different location.
Do you? Would you like to put him in a different location? As far as I'm concerned, your hand is still over it. That's fair game.
Yeah.
Where are you putting him?
I think what I want to do is I want to play it on the volcano.
Play it on the volcano? Why would you do such a thing?
Because I'm going to beat you by mind.
You're going to beat me by mind?
Which is double your mind score.
Are you trying to claim that 6 is double 3?
I am trying to claim that.
Blasphemy, witchcraft, and other slanderous terms. So, let's resolve through. Turn marker. Just because we're going to need it.
Yep.
Nothing on your leader. You don't need to worry about that.
Yep.
we're going to resolve the portal first. So, yep, trust me. Portal first. Yep.
But I need to move it.
Yep, you need to move it. Don't worry. So the portal resolves there. Okay?
Yep.
Then we resolve the location. So, in order losing a conflict by double or more falls into the volcano. When this card was played into this location, that was your conflict. Did I lose by double or more? You betcha I did. Which is not easy to kick Night Lady out of the volcano. Like, usually she's a pretty good block for this sort of thing. So, she goes into retirement, and I don't like that. So, groovy. Now, because this is where he was played, the turn marker stays there. So now he gets an interesting situation where he could possibly double pack into 9 News and try to get a lead out, especially considering he's kind of got a free play here. And I went from being in a pretty solid spot to being in a lesser spot. I can't play anything across from you, which annoys me. All right, so that is your leader, your team, and then your location. So I'm going to draw a card. Ba ba ba. Boy, I'm glad I grabbed this extra card here. That was really helpful of me. Bah. Bah. And stuff. I kind of have to. Alright, let's do this.
Oh, that was another game. That's why.
you,
like,
you
what?
starting to get game bleed there?
Yeah, I was like, I thought I had a transmute in my retired pile.
Nope, not yet. You've only got 1 card in your retirement pile. So, I'm going to play unopposed, which means all I care about is, do I have enough support? I've got 2. It's a rank 2. That's fair game. I've got an ability of Oracle. I can look at the top 4 cards of any deck and put them back in any sequence. I'm going to choose yours this time. So I'm going to grab 1. Let's do it this way. A 2, a 3, and a 4. And let's see what garbage I can give you. Flippity dip. No. Not happening. I'm burying that. This is a champion card. It's also an I win card if you can play it. We've never actually had this card played at all.
We need to.
I actually did it once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're literally the only one. We've had people get down to a card. Jared had it in his hand and he couldn't play.
It's recorded.
Yeah.
It didn't score.
Oh,
because it got gumdrop cannon.
He got gumdrop cannon.
He couldn't play.
He
He couldn't play. It was my last card in hand.
Yeah. So, this card always causes fantastic situations, but I don't want him to even have the option.
It can also create tunnel vision. It cuts both ways if you're not careful.
Oh, Jared, I don't like anything you have. I think that's what we're giving you.
I gotta stop looking.
It won't matter. Trust me.
I
It's all garbage. This is one of those cases that we get into once again. Even these tester decks, they've got teeth. Like, they will absolutely fight me on some of this stuff. Thank you.
Well, the other thing that we've been discussing, the game in its final form, we've had about 400 to 500 gameplays.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Which
can
is
take
great.
that.
We've been able to test a lot. We were able to remove a lot of bugs. We actually haven't found a new bug aside from that gadget issue on that.
It's been a little while.
Card, for a few months, maybe since February, our last convention. But the point of it is we've had about 450 to 500 games in a game where within the first season we have 8,008 different board states. So we have played about 1/16th of the potential board states of this game. So as far as what the meta might be, we have no idea.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
We have a 16th of an idea.
Yeah. Which is fantastic because we can still play the game after a few hundred games and come across new stuff that we're like,
Hi, everybody.
Legal? Yeah. Oh, hey.
See, I'm burning time here as you make your decisions.
Come on.
That's not decision
Make
making.
your decision. Come on, man.
So one thing we've noticed, and the reason you'll never see us, or at least currently, do a live draw, or at least a live draw in chat, is Jared, in all of his infinite skills, which are many, Jared, truly. Love you to death. Love you to death.
Love you too,
you
man.
can't draw and talk at the same time. It doesn't work.
Draw cards or draw.
Yeah, neither.
illustrate.
Yeah,
yes.
it's
No,
you are
no.
a single track mind. Do you turn down the radio when you're lost? Just out of curiosity.
When I'm lost.
Yeah, do you turn down the radio?
I'm not getting arrogant. I haven't been lost in decades.
How long you've also lived in Denver? A long time.
Well,
He travels outside of Denver.
I know
Yeah.
north, south, east, west pretty like
good.
I can like wake up from a stupor and within like 30 seconds.
This is also not choosing your next car.
Oh, sorry. and like, oh, that's north.
We have
That's
some
south.
level of
That's east.
responsibility to our one viewer.
Our one. Hey, we appreciate you.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, what? There's action.
Yeah, I already played it.
Did you?
I'm
Aw.
gonna drop a gamma ray's
Gamma ray gun.
and I'm gonna
Hey,
do it right
hey.
on top of a sly
You
bar.
want to switch back?
I got you.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, 10-second delay. Oh,
That's right.
And then the reason I'm doing this is I want to reenact this ability, this portal ability underneath.
Yep. So you can portal.
Yeah.
Now portal means he can move any card from that location to another location, or from another location to this location, but it's always going to end up on top. Now I'm assuming you have to move somewhere else because you've only got someone here.
Yeah.
And where's it going? Oh, it's going there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid option there.
Not the best use of that mimic.
Well, sort of, but it keeps you... So it might not use the mimic great, but it manipulates that turn marker really well.
Yeah.
Because now, like, yeah, you're still 2 cards here, so you're
Lama
ahead.
loves the name.
What?
Gamma Ray Gun.
Gamma Ray.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you want to show him that it's also connected to Gamma Ray's shower?
Yeah, Gamma Ray shower?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah, Gamma Ray is he's kind of a running joke that showed up, that has just become... He's like some mad inventor somewhere in the Earth Tau universe that makes weird things.
And I do want to stress that the gamma ray art is not final art.
Yeah, very few of this is actually final, which is good and bad. You know, Jared, I'm digging your portaling there. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna meet you. We're gonna play it.
Ooh.
So we're gonna pay paid vacation. Let's make some declarations. I am better than you because I have better body. I got the bod on you.
Yeah.
So I'm legal to play. I'm also going to take an extra card because I'm going to abuse the fact that I don't have a hand limit. And I'm going to take this card and I'm going to move it over into the volcano.
Oh.
Because double or more is hard on this because he's going to need a 10 Aether.
You want to explain better on body by?
Oh, yes, sure. So when we are playing, I have to be able to state that I am better than you on something to be able to play. So he's got a 3 body, so that pink card, that pink number up there. And purple. Colors are hard.
It's in the middle.
And I've got a 7. Therefore, I can definitively state that 7 is better than 3.
Yep.
Got that one. And therefore, it is a legal play. It required 4 support. I got 2 support from my leader and 2 support from my team.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I made that happen. And this is one way to kind of work around the volcano problem. Once again, my turn marker goes there. So now I'm threatening all locations. Now Jared's got to make some choices. Jared, your go. One of the things that you have to deal with in the game is you kind of have to make decisions when you start the game about where you want to try to figure what locations you're going to try to capture. You're going to have to make some decisions throughout the game about what locations are reasonable, and then hopefully at the end you might get them, which is cool. You can tie. It's not unheard of. I wouldn't call it common by any means, but you can have it happen. And kind of the fun is feeling that momentum shift and how you want to deal with and handle it. Speaking of handling it, Jared, what you got? I can zoom in on the game. Can I zoom in on the camera? Can I zoom in on your thinking face?
I don't think you can.
I don't think I can.
No, you cannot.
Bet I could if I knew more. If I knew more and I knew better. If only I knew more.
Oh man, you know
Stop
what?
it.
You know what's really great?
Don't you do it.
You know what's?
I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like
it's
it.
really fantastic.
Oh, I know what you're doing. I don't.
Oh
Oh,
man.
son.
Isn't it? Is it chilly?
I might. Can I? Oh boy, that's not worth it. Oh.
Oh man.
Okay.
Body beat you by double because.
Let's talk through this.
All right. So Inferiority Complex is hysterical because his special ability is: Are you really to deploy this order? Its proficiencies, which is the BAM, the purple,
We should
green,
actually
orange.
update that card too.
Oh, order its BAM.
Yeah. Yep.
Orders its BAMs must be less than its opponents.
Mm-hmm. So it wins by being lower.
Yeah.
Which it is.
And it is less than half, so that is by double.
Yep, because the volcano rules kick in, and therefore this rank 1, this literal nobody, comes in and just punks my guy into, and now I've lost 2? I've lost 2 to the volcano? My location? The place to smash and grab, or like wheeling and dealing and rolling hard, and I've lost 2?
Oh, it's
2,
so,
Jared?
It's so wonderful. All right.
And now I'm 2 cards down, Jared.
All right.
2 cards.
The other crazy thing is that there have been no admin plays. It's like we are both sprinting to
We're
see
trying.
who can pummel who.
I might, because you killed all my 2s. I packed a little bit of 2s, but I didn't pack that many. Look, I can kick you. That's not a question. Oh, it kind of is a question of when, though.
You know, the thing is that can you talk and play at the same time?
I can. Trust me, my mouth can run. The question is, can I talk and play? Can I talk well and play well at the same time? That's probably a no. Overall.
Well, that's why I can't.
Yeah, I'm just more committed to failure. Okay, I've got to play a 4 because I don't actually have many other options because he keeps kicking me. I thought I had the volcano locked, but no. Here comes your little stinking trump card. All right, I'll take the double. I need some cards. I'm not saying I'm addicted to cards. I'm saying I just like them a lot. You've got a 2 in body. I've got 4 support, by the way. So 1, 2 from the location, 1, 2 for my leader. So the support rank is fair game. I've got a 9 body, which is noticeably better than yours. So I'm going to take my card. Boom. You know, look, I definitely have the belief if I draw enough cards, I will find the solution. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to move my turn marker. And because he's got a collect ability, I'm going to take an extra card. How many cards do I have in my hand now? A lot.
Almost all of them.
9. I'm at 9.
No, okay, not that.
I think the record I've seen, I think we had an adverb deck that, I think she had 30. Yeah, it is your go. I think she ended up with 30 cards in her hand during one of the tournaments. It was a little ridiculous. Purple? Pink, purple. I can agree with purple. Oh, someone has commented about the so many colors. I'll tackle this.
Oh, yes.
Which you like to play. For all of you who are looking at this and going, wow, that just looks like unicorn vomit. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is it's going to get worse. As we get more and more of these cards colored in, they're meant to look and feel like comic book covers. And you stack them up, yeah, they're going to be the full rainbow. They're going to be a full Technicolor rainbow. They're going to be a hyper rainbow. Like a 4D rainbow. I don't know exactly. Rainbows are probably 2D technically, right? So it would be a 3D rainbow at that point in time. The point is, they're definitely going to go.
We had to make a choice
And,
of
yeah.
not being overly colorful or diminish the amount of mechanics that we can deploy in the game.
Yeah, and we went, screw your design philosophy. We're going for all the colors.
No, not really screwed. We're just like, no, we're going to lean into it.
Yeah.
We will find a way to make our strength or
Our weakness.
seemingly weak.
Yeah,
weakness.
A normal upon your normal. Jared was a graphic. It's Jared's turn.
Sorry.
Jared is a professional graphic designer. He actually does a lot of logo work, which is part of the reason why all the logos are actually like in and done and good and part done. And so like when we first sat down, he talked about how normally when you're doing like a product, 4 or 5 colors, like that's your max. And we started doing a count and going, we have like 45 colors. Is that okay?
Just from the mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was silly. And we're like, well, there's no fixing it, so let's use it.
We're not going to make a less interesting, less fun, less diverse game just to adhere to...
a design principle that doesn't necessarily apply to us. So the good news is it's going to be even more colorful, and it's going to be awesome.
I agree.
What you got going on, Jared?
All right, so I'm thinking that...
well, there's your first problem.
Wait, what is this?
Yes, embrace the rainbow. None of this taste the rainbow. Bathe in the rainbow. Slaughter the rainbow and bathe in its blood. What?
That's a bit dark.
And we move on. Welcome to Earth Tau.
Okay. I'm here. I'm going.
You good?
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my options because I've got a ton of them.
Well, there's your problem.
So
That's why I like smash and grab. We go straight.
Shush.
What we do. Archfiend. I don't know if Archfiend knows how to go straight.
So I'm thinking, what do I got over here?
You got a mess.
945.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
Am I going to have to institute a chess timer?
Yeah, maybe that might be helpful.
Well, in tournament we do. Tournament games we generally give 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So
that's
30
good
minutes.
enough.
30 minutes for a game in...
Masked Llama says, embrace the rainbow.
Yes.
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 All right.
Ooh.
So
Ooh. Okay.
We,
All right.
We are going.
I don't like it.
We are going to drop the Super Turo.
Super Turo.
I'm going to beat you on Aether.
Okay.
I've got
Okay.
6. You got 4.
Okay, that's fair game. That math checks out.
Hold on.
Oh.
1, 2. That's not even a legal
Oh,
play. Let's
snap,
discuss
Jared.
that.
You got
So
enough
we got
support?
2 support
2 support?
and 2 global support.
Yep.
And this guy's a 5er.
Yep.
So
He's going away unless you wanna. You can admin.
Nah, you know what I think I'm gonna do is I think instead I'm gonna play.
I would really like you to burn a play as an admin. That'd be great for me. Actually.
No, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna beat you 6-4, but I'm
6-4?
gonna drop a gumdrop
Gumdrop cannon.
I'm gonna beat you Aether,
I'm gonna say no.
and then I'm gonna say no to your no.
I'm going to. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it, Jared. Oh, this doesn't feel good. I'm gonna say no to your no.
Ah!
Okay, so here's what we have going on.
God dang it!
But I'm burning a lot to do it. So a halt basically goes through and it would cover up the ability. Okay, and then his halt would come through and cover up that ability, and then my halt comes through and covers up that ability. So that's kind of how she plays. Well, that didn't. The game did not like that. So what we basically have going on there is we've had a counterspell fight. Get that out of there.
Well, you trapped.
No, I've got mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got mine. You've got yours. So halts they need a rank. They need to stop by rank. So this is a halt 7. That's a big boy. That can literally stop all the freight trains. So I'm using it to stop a rank 4 ability. So it's overkill, but I really don't like this ability because it's going to kill another card, and I can't. I'm too far behind on card count. No. So then he went through. Normally to stop this halt, he only needs a rank 5 halt to do it. He's having to throw a 7 at it because that's what he's got left. So be it. So it's overkill. And then I'm going to go through and halt his halt, which is also overkill again. So I'm using a 7. These are not things I necessarily throw around lightly, but I super don't want that ability to go. The halts won't prevent the card from coming into play. It's only going to stop the ability from coming into play. So take your gumdrop cannon malarkey and suck it.
Oh wait, but there's more.
Oh wait. Oh.
So I'm gonna use Archfiend's ability, and
Oh,
I'm gonna take this gumdrop
Son of a-
cannon over here. It was in my retirement pile.
You baited me.
I'm going to pull 4 cards, which is the cost. So
Yep.
the way this reads, are you gonna zoom in?
Yeah, I
on
got
there?
you covered. You keep doing your thing.
All right.
So this is a rank 4 ability,
Oh.
and his ability says that he needs to retire the rank equal to the rank. So he's got to pay the piper first. So he's gonna get rid of these 4. Suck it.
God damn
That
it.
ain't happening in
Yeah,
this
that's
game.
going straight to the lobby. Son of a biscuit.
One of the things about this card is that it will lobby itself if it's not played. So it removes itself from the game if it's not your last card, if it's not Stop moving it on me. So this order scores as 50. Lobby this order if you have hand orders at the end of your turn, or if this order is retired. So basically, it gone, along with his other gumdrop cannon, along with which card? Out of curiosity, which one are you getting rid of with using the cannon?
Oh, this one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
So what he's done is he's stapled this ability onto that card. And I could halt it, but I can't because I'm out of gas. So I'm still gonna lose this card. Jared,
You know what's nice too is now I have some more ammunition for
baited me.
So
You baited me. We got into a foot race and I lost. I'm losing cards and I'm losing foot races at smash and grab. Jared, what am I doing wrong here?
Well, remember the gameplay philosophy that we were talking about?
We did talk about this. You need to stop hoping your deck does what it's supposed to do and do what's in front of you.
Well, yeah, it's changing
my
the
turn, right?
perspective. Yes, it is.
Okay. Let me.
The perspective is that you look at the
fine,
opportunities in front of you instead of waiting for you to get the cards that allow you to do the thing that you want to do. And we found, especially with Archfiend, is if you were able to look at what's in front of you and act on that instead of waiting for something else to happen, your probability of success is much higher.
Freaky
because you're able to act quicker. You're not thinking so far down the road, and it allows you the opportunity to find new synergies, new combos that you may not have been looking for
is that
before.
legal? Is that even legal?
Man, it seems like Alex is having a
it's not legal.
bit of a hard
I really
time.
want it to be legal. Okay, look, this is gonna die soon, but I'm gonna play it anyway. All right. So Dr. Jealousy, I've got plenty. So I don't have the support to do it there. Jared, stop killing my cards. I honestly, with how many cards, do I go down a turn to do it? Who's got a awful score?
That didn't sound like good noises.
No, it's not. I'm gonna admin this turn because I need the horsepower. So what I've done here is I've taken a card instead of playing into one of my teams for this turn. I've taken a card and played it into admin, so they're on desk duty. So I get now 2 support from my leader and 1 support from my smash and grab. And spoiler alert. With this smash and grab deck, it's meant to run quick and not necessarily need a ton of admin to work. And so if I'm forced to admin and literally lose a turn to do it, I'm not in a good spot. I'm really not. Like, I'm real rough. Real rough right now. Jared, hit me. And I don't mean that literally.
I'm sorry.
What you got? I'm not out. I've got some ugly tricks in my hand. I've got some stuff in my deck. I'm definitely not out of the game yet. And one of the things that at least this deck specializes in is the big boys. Like, I can play catch up quick. I just need to, get a little bit of momentum. Yeah, you're not wrong, Josh. Jared has definitely got my mark on kind of what I need to do next, and he can go, oh, it'd be a good idea to not let that happen, which is really kind of Archfiend's specialty. The question is, can he stay out ahead of that long enough to get to the end of the game? If he can, Archfiend will beat me. If he can't, I'm gonna wreck him. Jared,
So
I'm coming for you.
I'm going to use my leader ability again.
Okay, what you hunting for?
I'm doing Dr. Mom. I want to transmute.
Okay.
So that's a cost of 3.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ooh, I like this champion going away.
Oh, man.
I like that.
Yeah, I just created a big problem for myself.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Can I create another problem for you?
Sure, what's that?
Why don't you knock that crap off?
I don't think you can halt that, can
I can't.
you?
It's an ability. It's playable. I can't halt him, but I can halt that card. Am I using a rank 6 to drop a rank 3? You betcha.
But are you still having to leech that?
Yes, you are.
100%.
Pay that piper. I don't want you to have. I don't want you to have more cards in your hand. I really don't, because if I'm losing foot races to you, and I'm gonna lose, and I'm losing Holt races to you, and I'm losing card races to you, and then I'm gonna lose a hand race to you. Nah, I can't, Jared. I can't.
You could.
I could. Frankly, let's be honest. I am, but I don't want to. What you got, man?
All right, so I'm going.
Yeah,
to
change your plans. How do you like them apples? Or bananas. Or pineapples, unless you're allergic to pineapple. And then don't. Caffeine.
All right, I'm gonna do this instead. Can I do this?
That's a great question. I hope you can.
I can't do that there.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can do.
The other problem I'm running into here. See this? That's a 2. That's 2 support. Ah! Turn in your cards. Sorry. For all of you watching, I apologize. That's 2. That's 4. That's 6. Which means he's a play away from being able to throw 7s down here. Which means he's not far from being able to start locking down his teams if he wants to. Alright, I can take that. I'm forcing him to use a 5 on the transmute. That's okay. So he's still going to transmute. He's just doing it out of his hand instead of doing it as a freebie. Or trying to do some double transmute shenanigans.
Alright, so I'm going to sack a 4.
By the way, Wary Canary did this art. We freaking love her. If you ever get a chance to check her out on Twitter.
Yeah.
She's
and
got
Facebook.
Some really amazing stuff. She's done 2 cards for us here. And they're both gorgeous.
Alright, so I'm sacking a 4.
Sacking a 4. All right, you know what? I'm glad you're getting rid of that one. I like that one being gone. It's got a special ability and it scores really well, and I don't like that. Get rid of that. You can get now. He's gonna go fish. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, bud.
Okay. So because that's his turn, move things along. I'm gonna take my card. Let's get yes. Oh, thank you, deck. Thank you, gods of cardboard. You have blessed me this day. You know what I can do now? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win on body. Nope, not gonna win on body. I'm gonna win by double or more on Aether though. He's got a 2 in the green box. I've got a 4 in the green box. So he can... You know what? Actually, I'm going to win on Mind. Just for extra emphasis. Does it do anything extra? No. Does it make me feel better? Yes. So I'm going to take a card. Nope, I'm not going to take a card. Scratch that plan. I didn't win on body. That was a hope. That was a pipe dream. Shuffle that. But I did win by double or more, which means that card's going to go away. This, Dr. Jealousy, has an ability. While this is your top order, anytime another agent collects or drops, you collect or drop the same amount. Means I'm going to monkey see, monkey do. So it's not going to do anything right now, other than... Can I kick this card?
Yes, please load that in.
Yeah, I know that's coming back towards me. I understand this. I accept that. But right now... It's not there, and that makes me happy. There's my turn marker. Jared's still working on his transmute shenanigans. You transmuted to 4. You got your 4?
No, I got 3, and I think that might be... Oh, no.
Do you have an extra 1 in there?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm so nice. Oh, hey, look at that guy. So we got a Mimic. Great. We've got another inferiority complex, which is dangerous with the volcano in play. I don't like that. 2 inferiority complexes.
Did you collect your card when he collected his for the start?
He has not started his turn yet. He's still collecting from his transmute. Okay, I don't like a lot of that. He's going to draw a card. And I'm going to draw a card. As he starts his turn, because Dr. Jealousy kicks in. Excellent. Yes. Yes, gods of cardboard. So I'm going to... Thing with Archfiend, if you're going to try to stop him, you're going to need a lot of these. Thankfully, Smash and Grab, they do pack a decent amount of them. And I'm going to have to use them to do some stuff. Hopefully I can throw enough thread at him to knock this. Just knock it off. Just stop. Stop it, Jared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
What you got? What malarkey you throwing at me now? I know what's happening. Trust me. I know. I get it. I accept it. That's fine.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you by mind. The orange score.
Yeah, the same one I beat you on.
So, Dr. Jealousy, go kick rocks!
Hey, Josh, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Can I halt that? I can halt that ability, could I?
You could halt that ability.
What is that gonna make that an illegal play?
It would make that an illegal play.
Illegal plays then would
Dissolve and be retired.
It's a forced play. It'd be that, or it'd have to go back to his hand and be non-playable this turn.
If you burned a card, I don't think that would put it back in his hand because it would have resolved into the location and then become illegal.
Illegal. So it was playable, and then I made
Stopped
it not
being
playable
playable.
after it was locked in. I will halt that. I will stop that.
All right, let's see it.
I will overkill it once more into the breach.
Okay, but hold on. I'm gonna stop.
Son of a-
I'm gonna stop your
don't.
stop. Oh, and it's just an eeker.
Oh, do it. Yeah, you got
Just
a 4 halt
a squeaker.
versus a rank 4. That's legit. That's legit. And I don't trust the gods of cardboard that much. Thanks. Okay. Take a hike.
It's now your turn, good sir.
Okay. All right. I need to get creative, or I need to get while the getting's good. All right. I gotta do something. 1, 2, 3. I can work with that. Yeah, let's play catch up. So I will beat you on body. 4. So the purple 4 to the purple 7. I'm gonna beat you on body. I'm gonna take my card. Yeah.
Why are you taking your? Oh, because
I'm my leader.
Body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leader with me says if I win on body, I get more cards. Turn marker's gonna go there. Portal is going to activate. Ooh, I need to make some choices.
I'm just curious why you're playing an event, not at 9 News.
Because there's 2 ways for me to do this. And actually, you're absolutely correct. I do need to play it here. I need to rethink how I was doing this. I need to focus. And here's how I'm going to do that. Yeah. And then I'm going to portal. Yeah, and then I'm going to portal this card. Oh, that's a horrible idea. That's a bad idea. No, I have to do it the other way. So I have to take paid vacation, put it in here. That's going to be my play there. And then I have to portal paid vacation over into 9 News. The other thing I was thinking about doing is trying to focus my support into a single area to be able to get some chutzpah in places. But I'm worried that if I put all my support in one area, I don't necessarily have the hand available to get other things out. And that would probably put me in a bad spot where I'd be forced not to play while I am lots of cards behind. Not a winning strategy. That's my turn.
All right. So at the top of the game, I'm going to
6. Okay.
Where is it? All right. I'm going to. Is that my only one? Yeah. I'm going to take Infernal Machinist out of my retired pile.
Okay.
I'm going to use its ability, so that's at a cost of 2.
Okay.
Please don't be a 7.
Oh, please be a 7. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, yes. I'll take both
I
of
don't
those.
like that one.
Both of those are good.
So it's a 1, which means it's cheap for him to use, and he can use it to eliminate cards out of locations, aka kill more of my cards.
Yeah.
And he's definitely forcing me to lean on my halts. And I've got a decent amount of them. I don't have an infinite amount of them. I'm going to have to start being a little choosy on where I fight my fights. Especially considering I wasn't able to keep my ongoing draw card out, which is not great. You doing your transmute?
Yeah, I'm going to do Candlestick.
For a 5?
Yeah, hold on. Should I do Candlestick or should I do Toro?
Bop, 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 bop. You should do this one. I don't know which one that is.
Man, if I did Toro...
He's dangerous in your retirement, but he's expansive.
Yeah, I only have 13 cards, and I'm going to burn 5 right now.
Yeah. So, you don't stop playing when your deck runs out. You're forced to play out of your hand. So, one thing that Archfiend does have happen is he does run short because to use his abilities, you got to burn him. Blood plus wood pulp equals mess. What? What?
What?
What?
Blood plus
Wood pulp equals mess?
Yeah. He's saying that the cardboard gods are as untrustworthy as dice deities.
Oh, that's true.
And even harder to appease by sacrifice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because blood pulp
Plus wood pulp
equals mess.
I had to back up a lot of steps. But you're not wrong. They are going to turn against me real hard. I can feel it in my bones.
All right, so...
What do you got? What do you got for me?
I am...
You got your what's your sacrificial lamb? Oh, you're doing the 5. Okay. Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I need to.
You know what? Out of curiosity, you've killed so much here. Do I have something I can maybe get creative with? Can I get creative? Okay.
You know what? I'm going to do this one.
All right. That's not a bad...
So you're transmuting the candlestick?
Yeah, he's transmuting the 5, the candlestick. He's going to go fishing. So he has to... you got to pay the piper first.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
it was the 2 cards.
Oh, yeah.
You pulled the candlestick out of your retired pile to...
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
goodness.
I pulled Infernal Machinist out of my retirement pile, and then I paid my transmute with
Yeah.
gotcha.
Candlestick because...
And then, yeah, so you've burned cards from everywhere.
because I wanted this card.
Which card?
It's a rank 4. You don't need to think
I don't need to think about it. Oh, it's not a
It's not a gumdrop cannon.
no,
is
it's
it?
not.
No.
It's a spy.
No, it's weird.
It's an event card that scores 9, which would do double to 18 here. Ick. That really quickly would outrank my 7, going for 14.
So, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to play this
Oh
right
my
here.
goodness! I know exactly what you're going
I
to do.
know
with
what he's
that
gonna
one.
do with it, and I
Oh
don't
no!
like it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? Is now probably a good time to mention that I'm technically not good at this game. Like,
You wanna just remind everybody what the ability of the location?
yeah.
that just
So
got
9
played into
news
is?
here. I got it. You keep doing your thing.
Okay.
9 news is gonna score on mine and events these this card. I mean, technically this card too. They're gonna double their score. So my card here scores as a 14. That's great. This card scores as an 18 because math, and boy, that's a lot of points. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Also, I'd like to see your hand.
You'd like to see my hand? Oh. Okay. This is the easy way to do this. Alright. Take a look at them beauties.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole lot of not goods.
It's not. It's a whole lot of not goods, but I need. Well, now I've got the ammo now to run them.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm ready to close.
All right.
When I'm ready to close.
All right.
You know, when I'm ready, which isn't now.
I saw all I needed to see.
You see, you know, you got that sorted.
Yeah,
All right,
got
I'll
that
take my card. Take my card. Ooh, thank you, cardboard gods. You have not betrayed me as of yet. I need to do a thing, and I'm gonna do this thing. You wanna fight me? I'll fight ya. You wanna fight?
Oh.
Yeah. How you like them 20 points? He doesn't do much else, but he does win, and that's the important. Now, can I win on body? Nope. I'm just gonna score points. Take my points and go home. Jared, it's your turn.
God dang it.
I think I now have a fighting chance in 9 news, at least. probably... You're still a card up on me. Okay, 9 news is a coin flip. This is still in the running just because we're low on cards, and this is technically in the running just because there's only one card in there and it kind of sucks. So this game is... Well, it's running towards the end, but it's not decided by any means. Other than I don't think I'm in a great spot. I need some help. That's for sure. Jared, do you want to help me?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to help you lose.
That's true, and you're doing a good job.
Thanks.
So I mentioned before, I'm technically not very good at this game. I'm the guy that did like the main numbers and a lot of the math and percentiles and which card could win scenarios and all that statistical stuff. But I think that's given me a semi-handicap of I know in theory how the game mechanically works, possibly better than anybody. But that is only about 40% of the equation. The other 60% is what is your opponent doing? What can you do to stop it? When do you need to throw those halts? What do you need to do to break that rhythm to get that momentum swinging back to your side? And that's a part that I think I still get tunnel vision on because I look at my deck and I go, okay, what does my deck need to do? What do I need to do to play my deck efficiently? And that's a trap statement. When you start thinking to yourself, honestly, how do I play my deck the most efficiently? You're probably playing Earth Tau in a least optimal way. Because what you need to do, and just as a phrase that Josh taught me, is how do I get my opponent to play less effectively? Or as he phrased it, I think, was less good. Which is a fair way to look at this. Like, Jared, I need you to play less good.
I can't help you with that. I'm really sorry.
What do you got going on?
But what I can help you with is
you're gonna reinforce the volcano.
We're gonna start beefing up this.
Okay. So now he's he's setting up a possible win condition because he's technically got me here, and now he's definitely got me here. So if he could end the game right now, he's got the game. Let's take a look. He's gonna get an extra card, which I don't like, but I'm not gonna stop it. Alright, what we need is a fourth quarter miracle. You good? Turn?
Hold on, one last check.
He's got to be running low on cards. He's only got 10 ammo left, so we're getting there. We're getting there. No. What do I want to do here? That's gotta be the game. Okay. 7. You good? You got it? You mathing over there?
Yeah.
Good?
Yep.
Alright, I'll take my turn.
Yep.
Boom. Come on. I can work with that. I can work with that. Alright. Okay. I got some defense. Now I need some offense. Jared, I need to offend you.
I'm so offended.
Okay, sit on there nice. Do it. Thanks. Not what I want. It's not what I want. There we go. I'll take that. I'm going to beat you on body. You've got a 4 in purple 4. I've got purple 9. That makes me a purple people eater. We should stop making such old references. So I'm going to draw a card. And he's got a drop ability, so I'm going to make you drop a card.
No.
Yes. I'm going to make you drop the card that you want most. Yes. I'll take that. I'll take that. Good. Rank 6, so it's a big hitter. And she's got an ability where she would switch out a gadget for a real person, so she can really update a card. She's actually an interesting way to try to speed into a close in an area that you might not have the oomph to do it in. So I'm okay with you not having it. And, God, it's a rank 6, so you could use the ability still, but it'll cost you most of your deck. So I'm hoping he's at a point now where he's going to have to start swinging a little more careful. Just with a wee bit more care. Just a wee.
Yeah, because I've been recluse up until...
You've been effective. I can't tell you haven't been effective. But you've definitely been firing. I wouldn't call it full auto. We've seen people fire full auto with Archfiend.
God, yeah,
The game goes real fast. You've been definitely controlled burst. Like a 5-round burst, not none of this 3.
Yeah, no.
Make sure.
Alright, so I am going to... Did I draw yet?
Did you? No, I don't think you have.
I think I...
How many cards does he have in his deck?
He's only got
10.
10.
Then you haven't
You
drawn.
have not drawn.
Okay.
Because we just checked your deck
Yeah.
on Alex's last turn.
Yeah, because I'm just... Now, okay, one thing I should note as well. For the most part, I can't look at anything that's covered on his
Llama
side.
did not say that, implied that the purple Peter Eater is not that.
Oh,
old a
that's
reference
nice.
Because
I mean,
they are old enough to get that.
technically,
reference.
yeah, it's up there. I see. The thing is, I wonder if that's such an ingrained thing now, that it is part of like a common vernacular, even though it may not necessarily have a history to people younger than a certain generation. Like, it's such a dad joke to hear that like everyone's heard it, but they may not know its context.
We are not.
I mean,
Quite the audience who could determine that.
that's true. We will have to to a survey. Oh, hey, if anyone wants to take a really interesting survey, if you think you got the goods, actually, Josh, can you do me a favor?
What am I doing?
On the Earth Tau website, on one of our blog posts, we have the superhero or a rock band. When we do conventions live, we always like to make convention games because we enjoy making games. You good, Jared, or you?
No, I'm
Okay.
doing math. I'm
You keep
sorry.
math in here. I'll keep talking. So one of the games that we designed is a click and run game. It's a old math puzzle that we've reskinned. The bridge puzzle where you're trying to path and map, and you basically play as a villain being chased down by a hero throughout the city. So we've got that posted up, and actually I've got a version of it we can play on tabletop. And one of the other games that we made was superhero or musician. So you have things like, because you get a lot of crossovers. Like a lot of these people are the same. Like there's one that's not on the list that should be of Major Lazer. Is it a superhero or a musician? Jared. I won't distract you.
Also,
Josh.
Masked Llama
Yes.
does believe that it is probably common vernacular. By
Right?
the way.
It's gotta be count. Josh, is Major Lazer a superhero or a musician?
Isn't it both?
I don't know if he's both, but I know he's definitely a hero. I haven't done the research
No,
on him.
he's a musician.
I know he's a musician.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big one. So we've got a, I think it's like 20 on there.
Shenanigans
Oh,
are
shenanigans
are on deck.
incoming.
Yes.
All right, what you got?
All right, so I am going to take an inferiority complex that was in my retired pile.
And staple it to
I'm
what?
going to staple it to the card that I'm going to be playing in a moment, but first I need to pay the cost.
Pay the piper.
Which is 1. Please don't be a 7. Oh, I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, especially with
Suck
scrap iron. All right. So
Okay.
inferiority complex. I'm
Okay.
going to staple to gamma
Alex.
rays.
Yo.
One of the blog posts, the
Yeah.
tagline is "Why Tua, not Tau."
Oh.
So you might want to correct that at some point.
Yeah. Spelling is hard.
There's
But yes.
there's a lot of spelling checks we need to go over
Yeah.
in there. Okay, so I'm going to play a gamma rays gamma gun.
To mimic your gumdrop cannon.
And it's under.
Yep.
So I can play it.
Yep.
And,
Yep. And boy, I need to make a decision. Hold on. I gotta. If I do that, I'd kill that card too. But then it would just end up in his retired pile and come back at me. So I'm going to tell you to kick rocks on that mimic there.
The
All right.
band name for superhero is not on the blog.
Really? It's like one of the first ones I thought.
It should be on there.
Unless I'm not finding the blog in the latest news.
Latest news. Okay, it's okay. It's my go. Let me go. then I will assist.
Yeah, I'm done with my shenanigans.
Yeah, take your shenanigans and... What the... Rotate. Jesus. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 1 there. I need a good one. Like a good...
So, what's your thought process there, Jared?
Jared's got a thing going.
I'm still going with that adage of what can I do with what's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But the beauty of Archfiend is that what's in front of me is not just my hand, but my retirement pile. So it really...
As long as you got the ammo to burn.
As long as you have the
8
ammo to burn, which I am
card.
about out.
Yeah, so now is my time, my 4th border. So I'm going to play Mr. Amazing Jr. here. He's got a 10 body versus your 6 body. So that's cool. I'm going to take my extra card, and he's fairly straightforward. So that's my turn. Did I take my extra card? I did. Fantastic. Well, and then Jared's going to go, and I'm going to see if I can help him. Drop. Thank you. Sorry? Yeah, breaking the ice.
Stop there.
Go forward one. I thought for sure I had it in there. Rock Hero Superman. Boom. There we go. Run us off a couple quizzes. Or you can type quizzes into the chat there. See if anyone can answer them. Because they're good fun. Spelling is important. And I am sure on the name spelling for the most part. Because I copied and pasted. And if you ever... And so as we go through this, if you look on our the EarthTow website in the latest news, you'll find our blog. Look for the superhero or rock band. Or, no, it's rock hero or super band. Because words. We think we're clever. What you got?
Alright, I'm going to do 2 things.
Oh, I don't like when you do 2 things.
So I'm going to play an inferiority complex.
Okay.
On here.
Okay. I mean, it's legal. Sure, I can take that.
And then I'm also... Oh, man, that might be the wrong play.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Look, I'm not saying I wish death upon you.
No, instead I'm gonna do this.
Oh,
For the greater good, leech 1 from your deck, then choose an agent to drop the same number as the rank of the leech order. And I'm gonna actually go in here.
Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that if you want to. Because I don't know.
I'm going.
You'll have just enough.
I'm going to.
Yep.
I'm gonna halt your halt.
Yep. You got to pay the piper to do it.
Yep.
Okay. So he's gonna pay 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Flip them over. Cool. Fantastic. Awesome. You betcha. Oh, there's a 7. That's cool. That means I'm likely not to lose a ton of cards out of this.
Alright, so I'm halting your halt.
Halting the halt, using his ability, so that burns it for that turn.
Okay.
So that goes here, that goes there. Okay.
And then...
Flippy the card. Yeah, go, oh, I'll go through it. Hit it. Alright, so leech 1 from your deck, which he's doing right over there. Flip that upright. Then choose an agent to drop the same number as the rank of the leeched order. So, what's the rank on that card?
4.
4, which means one of us is losing 4 cards out of their hand.
That's you.
That's me. That's a me. Well, let me give him a little shuffle, give him a little cardy wash. 4 cards is a lot, Jared. 4 cards. Oh.
What the hell was that?
Came out with a little chutzpah on that, apparently.
Just so.
Lord.
I haven't seen that happen.
All right. Why don't you reach on over here and grab me 4 cards? single one of them. Not a one left standing.
I was just going back and forth.
Oh, get back up there. That's just wishful thinking. Oh, and my 6. Like, he hit. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. See, I was really hoping you'd pull like a 1 or a 2. Drop 1 or 2. All right, fine. I'll take a 1 or 2. 4 hurts. Better than a 7, because that was apparently on the table before I made you halt it. So these are closers. And
I got 3 7s?
you got 3 7s and a 6.
Oh man, I thought it was 2 7s and a 6. That's even
No,
worse.
no. No, you hit the mother
That's as
load.
many as he has in his deck.
Oh,
no, there's one more, but it got killed early.
Yeah.
It was dead earlier. So that's all of them. I'm
Well-
out of champions.
Well, that takes care of me not having champions anymore.
It also takes care of your deck, so we're gonna grind to the halt here, but now we're gonna okay, I don't have to worry about closeout. Now I just need to worry about help. I need help. Okay, I need score. I need to go pure scoring score. That's not gonna get me what I need. That's not gonna get me what I need. That's not gonna get me what I need. That will, but it won't. How many he's got left in his hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 in the deck. Okay, so I'm out of.
Releasing steam over there.
I'm thinking. It's hard.
I know, that's where the steam is coming from.
He's caught me. He's caught me in a good old trap. Both feet. Okay, I can't play there, so I gotta play here or here. I got 3 to work with there, so I can, but no. Ooh, this is smart. This is smart. I'm gonna do that. Yep, okay. I've got a 6 mind. You've got a 5 mind. Therefore, I am smarter than you. That moves my turn marker over here. Fantastic. I'm going to portal this card. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 events. I've also got 2 events. I'm going to portal this card over here. Now, Jared can't play across. Jared can no longer play here because he's got that 7. To play across from him, normally I would have to beat him in some way, shape, or form and not have my turn marker there. I have worked around this constraint using a portal there to give me that last little oomph. I think I'm solid here now. I need to figure out one of these locations and do it right quick. Right-yo. Jared, that's my turn because I couldn't beat you on body, so I don't get my bonus.
All right. So...
Oh, 4 hurts. 4 hurt. And, like, not a 1? Really? You didn't, like, I did all this work to get rank 7s over there so I could try to close out strong. And you beat me. You bashed me up. You bloodied me good. But I think I still might be in the running. Okay. How many you got left in that fight? Okay. That's an Olay. That's illegal. Or no, not illegal. No, that's legal. 765. That's fine. It's an Olay. Olay is a good God, stop it. Olay is an interesting ability because it can it'll remove a top card of any location he chooses, but he's got to flip it to use it. So it's going to lose a little bit of score sometimes because it'll score on rank. But it's one of those cards that he can use whenever he feels like it. Matter of fact, if he uses it before we resolve an ability, he can actually use it to stop an ability too. So it's got some oomph to it, and more importantly, it just sits there as just a menacing, awful thing. And I've lost enough cards, Jared. I've lost enough cards. We good? You good? Turn? Am I good?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay. Okay. With your 2 cards here, I mean, there is stuff. I'm tied up on you. Don't you do it. 1,
Yeah, I think I want to try it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, it doesn't count as a card. We're gonna go card for card. what Jared's going to try to do is a thing called the 1 second countdown. It costs 1, so it's a great little screw you card. Now, he could play this in 2 locations. It just depends on where he wants to go.
I'm going to
If
play it
it's
over
strong
here.
enough to play into any location.
He's going to cheat it in using Archfiend. Because it's a rank 1. Yeah. But it doesn't count as a card, so he doesn't get the bonus. We have to go card to card on this. Pay the piper.
All right.
Retire your choice of orders from this team. So he's going to staple this to a card. And all other agents retire the same number of their orders from this location, then lobby this order. So this thing's going to cycle out. Not a big deal. But he's got to make a choice here. So he gets to decide what's he going to get rid of.
So I'm going to get rid of 3 cards.
You're going to get rid of 3 cards. So I need to get rid of 3 cards.
Yep.
Jared, I think you've made a bad choice. Just get rid of 3. Okay. Take 1. 2. And they eliminate an order there, so I can't restack. That's okay. I'll take care of my 3. I'll just make that location real easy to count. Get in there. Okay, that's my 3. That's his 3.
Okay.
All right, Jared. Me personal, I would have done it here. In the other location there. Because that here you got more cards. More cards. I'm going to take a card. No. Normally I would throw this sort of thing. Except this would be a really bad idea. This is going to shift locations. Smash and Grab can take a big advantage of it because they carry a lot of weight in their team. So a lot of times it doesn't matter where the locations end up. It's still a good play for me. Except I think Jared screwed up here. I think I've got this on lock unless he's going to do something real weird with his last card. I think he forgot what I was packing in that location. And I think I got him. And so I don't want to move that location. And that means I just need to figure out what to do here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll swing at that. I'll throw weight. I don't know how much use it'll be good, but it's got weight. It's got the chutzpah. Because I don't have to worry about getting 7 rank anymore, because they don't exist in my deck anymore. Thanks, Jared. That's my turn. What you got?
I think we're coming to.
Because one way or another, he's only got 2 spots he can play in. And he's basically down to a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Because I think he's only got 1 in his deck. So one way or another, in 5 turns, this game is done. The question is, can Jared lock it out? Because if he lets me run, I think I'm going to take you. Like all your shenanigans, all the razzle-dazzle, and at the end of the day, I think I might punch you in the nose. Remember that momentum shift? I think I got it.
You talk a lot.
I do. It's like my job.
Super Toro.
Uh-huh.
In the volcano.
You got 2 of them now.
And it is now your turn.
I don't like that you have 2 of them. That's a problem. That is a problem, Jared. What do you got? What is this? What do you got? 7, 6, 4. 6, 4. I'm going to draw a card. That's not an awful plan. I really like that plan, actually. I'm going to go literally punch Archfiend in the nose with my 9 body versus his 5 body. Yo, scrawny, limp-wristed, varying other slanderous words. I'm going to pick up my extra card for it. could work. That could work. And
Don't forget your drop.
I'm gonna make you drop a card.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Let's do three. Flip. What'd I kick? A button. K. I don't like that you have a button.
I can't. I don't have any juice.
Do you not have enough to play?
He's got nothing left in his deck.
Oh, that's true. I am now safetied from all of that mess. Huh. Jared, that's my turn. What's your turn looking like?
So...
I don't feel good, but I feel better.
Yeah.
Like, I feel...
Alright, so here's
I know
what I'm
what
going to
Jared's
do.
plan is.
I know, but I think he's let me run too
pretty
long.
Good.
I think he's let me run too long.
He doesn't have any other choice.
I know. We've knocked each other bloody, but we haven't knocked each other out.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice this Miss Andre.
Okay.
Because I can.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
So that I can play.
You get a
this
+1. So
+1 international incident.
yeah. So ooh, that's a good play. So
Mass Llama's like, heck yeah, take him down.
So distraction. Basically, you're gonna get rid of it out of your hand to give a card a +1 to all of its BAMs. It's a way to sneak in cards later on, maybe where you're a little locked out. So normally he's an 8-2-4, so that's not versus a 7-11-8. So he's doing it just to sack it, which is fine. Because now he's trying to strip cards out of his hand to bring the game to an end, because that's one way to do it. I like what you got going on here. My thought is he's going to try to slide this over here for some extra points to try to play catch up, because I still think he's behind here. And I think he thinks he's behind. And I think he thinks that I think that he thinks that we're still playing the same game. You good? Or no? You got an ability to use.
Oh yeah.
You want to use it on yourself?
No, I want to
No?
look at the
You
top
sure?
4 of yours.
Okay.
Do you even have 4?
I do have 4. I've got plenty of cards.
He's got 12, I think, last time.
Yeah, 12, 13, something
11,
like that.
10. Yeah, you've got 11.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. That might be a save.
This is getting dangerously close.
That might be a saving grace. Always roll the dice. I can always roll the dice.
I think you've got 2 turns left, Alex.
Yeah, something like that, because he's out of...
He's got one card left in his hand, if he can play it.
If he can play it. So this very well might be a last turn scenario. Do I go for... God, I kind of have to. I got the... Yeah. Oh, good. That dropped in nice.
Masked Llama. Clearly you can't choose the card in front of you. You can't choose the card in front of him.
Exactly.
So that game plays like when you put one of our leaders called Rock Salt. She has this ability that she kind of constantly gets the Oracle cards. And then we mix her with a deck that does a lot of leech that kills cards off your deck. So we call her targeted elimination. But when you start playing against her, against someone like Archfiend or someone that uses their deck, you do get this brinksmanship going about, did you put trash on the top of my deck, knowing that I'll draw it, and thus burn a turn on me? Or did you put something good on the top of my deck, thinking that I'm going to try to use it as fodder, and then all of a sudden, oh great, you've just gotten rid of both of your rank 7s. However shall you deal? And she gets real head gamey sometimes.
Yes.
Now, I'm pretty sure he's put trash on the top of my deck. Like, a whole lot of it. So I'm going to draw a card. Yeah, that's trash. Thanks. Thanks, Jared.
What, you don't like my artwork?
I do like your artwork. This is one of Jared's cards. We did this card a couple times, and there's a whole talk we can do about this card when we talk about full design. But we wanted to play up some of the inhuman characters, we wanted to play up verbal puns because why not? We're lame, and that's what we do.
Not lame. We're hysterical.
There are places that consider puns the highest form of comedy. That was Shakespeare. Was that
punny.
Shakespeare? I'm going to tell you that Shakespeare.
I don't know.
It's not, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to play Door Girl. I'm going to beat your 2, like, real hard. Like almost as hard as you could. I've got an ability.
Before anything happens.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to Super Toro that shit.
What's that Super Toro's?
Does prevent ability.
Oh, she
from
can.
activating.
Oh, he can. He can. I am going to try to halt that one, though.
God dang friggin'.
And I'm going to make it so if you're going to do it, you got to pay... Because that will still flip.
Yep.
So now you got to... If you're going to do it, you got to pay the other one.
Why?
Well, if you're going to try... You still could Toro it.
Yeah, but I have to Toro in this location, don't I?
No. You can Toro
Any
the top
active-
of any... Hell, you could Toro your Archfiend if you really wanted to.
I'll Toro it again.
Toro it again,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna suck it. That's what I don't get an option.
That's what you get for trying to help him out, Alex.
I know, but it's the right thing. But here's what I've done: is I've eliminated that from killing other cards later on. So that was my play. That was where I played, and it is
Llama said, "Robo Goat."
Jared go. Jared, yeah, kinda. Jared's go. You know, I
have no draw.
You have no draw.
I can't play in
You can't play there. Yep.
I can't play in the scrapyard
Yep.
because that's where I last played.
Right.
So I am going to play an inferiority complex, which is
because that's your only play.
That's my last card.
Yep.
And that's it.
Oh God, you would have handed me. Yeah, that would have been a garbage. Well, no, that would have been a good play. That would have been a nice play on top of Door Girl. A little 17-point boost into one location. So good job on the Door Girl. Okay, so I'm out of shenanigans on his side. Can I reinforce here?
Oh man, I don't
5.
know.
I got
man.
a 5. I can beat a 5. The question is, what do I want to beat a 5 with? I want Mind. She's my best. Look, it's not a good day when the goat is brought in for the Mind score, but it's what I got to deal with.
You also have a portal, so you can reinforce a slightly weaker location.
If I could play it. Hey, where's your Toro gone?
Both of them got flipped.
Oh, so they drop underneath. Oh, that's right. They drop underneath.
They become power-ups.
Yep. And actually, that's something we should clarify because that actually clears up weird edge cases that we have every once in a while. That's actually the smart. Okay. Sorry. Forgive my rambling. Nah, I still think that's the... Oh, God, that's not the good play, is it? Well, I can't play here. Okay, let's think. Let's think through this. That's one option. I can't play here. I do have a portal. Can he play here? 3-2. Oh, I can. Super can.
You already played Goatee.
Right, I have.
And
So
that he doesn't
won't.
have any cards.
Yep.
The game is over.
Right. Yeah, the question would be if I wanted to switch. But you're right. That is played. That is good. That is done. So, that is game then, because they're going to come back to you.
Look at Super Scrapyard.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
that is true.
You have an excellent point, you dirty.
I'm not 100% confident on this, and since this is an elective thing...
It is an elective thing. So, in normal situations, Jared could decide not to play. There are elective plays that he could do. He could throw something into admin and buy time if he wanted to. Probably not necessarily a great idea. Or the scrapyard is in play, which means all those cards in his retirement pile are fair game to play out of the box.
Oh, you got too big of a blocker.
Ah! Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That are gadgets.
Yeah,
That are gadgets.
gotta be gadgets.
Yeah.
Gotta be gadgets. Now, mind you, I still think...
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're done.
We're done.
I
Okay.
can't. I had a...
I liked where you're going with it. Like, oh, he's got nothing left. Au contraire.
I had an interdimensional plot hole with an 8 Aether score.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been really good, but I couldn't. It's a 686.
Not enough.
711 8.
Yeah, not enough. Okay, so we
and
gotta
if I
count.
hadn't have burned that proficiency,
Mm-hmm.
who would I have been able to get 686?
Yeah, 6,
No.
8.
I
No,
would have just
not.
matched. All right.
All right. So you've got the volcano.
Yeah.
You managed to keep smash and grab out of their like go-to location. Good job. Do we want to take care? Which one do you want to go first?
This I'm pretty sure is yours because I think this is
I think
a
I got
20
you played.
and this is a 14.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's 34, and I've got
I don't think you got near
18.
enough. Yeah.
I've got 27.
Yeah, I've got you.
No, I've got 18 plus 11. Come on, Jared.
Yeah, that's
28.
2014. That's 34.
31. No, 18. I'm sorry.
And what we're
29.
doing, we're doing here. This is the mine score. So we're looking at the bottoms here. So that's a 5. That's totaling 9, and I would add that to 20 because this doubles because it's an event. So that's 29 right there plus 14.
Yeah, you won that
Right.
one because I got 29 total.
Yeah. So that's that. That's me. Now Josh was right. I probably should have portaled and moved a little something here because we're going to be scoring on Aether, so the green scores in the middle. I got that 11, which helps me. Ugh, but some of this is garbage. 5, 7, 18?
18, 20, and then...
Yeah, he's a 5. So he scores on his rank since he's upside down, so that's a 5. Oh, that one's yours. And yeah, Josh is right. If I would have portaled through, I might have pulled that one.
You were 7 low?
Yeah, and I had some. I probably would end up one off.
All right.
But
this is
good
also,
God.
This is also another example of...
Good game, guys.
Yeah, one of the other design goals was to make close matches.
Yeah.
Because playing blowouts, especially Commander, like when I stopped playing Magic because everybody wanted to play Commander, and I couldn't commit to 3-4 hour games that were over around turn 4, turn 5.
Right, it was already decided.
Yeah, multiplayer Commanders.
Maslama says, "Great game, y'all."
Thanks, you, sir.
Man. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it.
I thought. Well, I came back. I came
oh,
back.
You did. You made it close, and that's what's great.
Yeah, because I was definitely hurting there in the middle.
Just at the beginning, you were trying to play your deck.
I was trying to get
trying
into
to play your deck strat, and Jared was completely aware of your deck strat and was using that knowledge totally against you.
Completely against me. Yep.
And then you switched tactics because you realized you were falling into that
trap.
And then you started coming back because you started reacting to Jared.
Yeah, started playing smart.
Wicked smart.
So that's one version of Earth Tau of the 8008 games that you could play with Earth Tau plus deck alterations plus you get the point. Math is hard.
With season
2008 base starting points.
Base starting points.
Yeah. We will be doing card releases every month after we do our commercial release. The product that you can purchase on GameCrafter is a prototype. Is what it's classified as. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a setup on Patreon where once a month we will be releasing a new card. Every month it will be shipped to Patreon subscribers. Including a booster pack because we are setting this up as a living card game where you can just buy in and get everything, and we have multiple tiers. But we have the opportunity, especially as a comic book property, and there are so many looks you can do for every character that we are expanding into booster packs.
Right. Alternate arts.
Foils.
Yep.
We have a no mechanic style that we're trying to figure out where we have like I can't remember the material, but a clear plastic with only mechanics printed on it, and then it's a full art card underneath. There's all kinds of different type of prints.
Yeah.
That we're playing with, so that you can still buy in, play the game to its extent, to its totality, without having to buy booster after booster. But if you want to buy booster cards just to get extra alternate art.
Yeah, give you the real cool stuff.
Or you say, I want to build 8 decks. Yes, you can buy a full box and you can build.
I think about 4 or 5 out of it real quick that are unique. And mind you, you can get creative with your builds, but you could get out of a full playset, which you can have 3 of each card in a deck. So a full playset is all 3 play cards times 105 plus locations plus leaders, plus a spare deck of Licorice Whip.
Yeah.
So you get a spare deck with it, so you can hand a pre-built deck to your friend to show them how to play. Because hey, you need 2 people, and I would love if more people played Tau. Look, we're not trying to bribe you. We're trying to bribe you.
We need to change our prices on those too, don't we? On the prototypes?
No, they're up.
No.
They're at
the
99.
Okay.
99 for full set plus a deck, which is way cheaper than a full set of Magic.
Okay.
But one of the things that we want to do, especially with the Patreon cards, is where we can get into the really weird and the experimental cards. Like, we have this running joke of, like, more than likely, Gamma Ray, like that guy, that inventor, he's probably going to come out eventually as a Patreon card, and he's going to do something really weird. We know there's another kind of joke character in the background.
Metal Rodman.
Yeah, that we talk about in the comic, and we talk about him. He shows up in the background of a lot of these cards called Metal Rodman.
He's an Archfiend's leader card.
Yeah,
that's
he's who's signing the contract. But horrible things happen to him in the first comic, in the first story arc. So we want to release him as like a 0/0/0 card, like 0 rank, 0 support, 0 everything. And like on the one hand, it's a joke card. It doesn't necessarily do something. But there are locations and leaders that could absolutely benefit from him in unusual ways. People like so anybody that uses heavy transmute.
Are you talking all zeros?
All zeros.
All zeros.
Even as rank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have
So
a
he
0
can-
rank.
I know.
So he can be played from first play in Dr. Captain Man, who has 0 support as a leader.
Right. You could also use him as like extra transmute fodder.
Oh, is his BAM zeros?
All zeros.
Everything is zeros.
But think about it this way: we have a location called the Putt Putt, or We Scotty's Putt Putt, and it's golf rules. So you score on body, but the lowest body wins. But you need a card there. Technically, an all zeros card
Is still a card.
that's still a card.
Yeah, but it's not a score.
It's a score of 0.
It's a
Which
listed
is
score of
literally
0.
the lowest possible score.
Oh my god, everybody's gonna want to run one Metal Rod Man.
He gets there's all these weird edge cases,
You know-
and welcome to Earth Tower. Earth Tower is a case of a bunch of edge cases packed into a box, into a very sharp, pointy box. And like an all zero card, it's got one of these weird situations where theoretically, is it useful? Yes, but is it useful only in really specific and odd and unusual ways? Absolutely. But that actually kind of makes it funny and makes it actually like a really useful card.
There's also been talk of another Patreon card later.
Yeah.
Of Metal Rodman Memorial Park.
Yep.
Oh yes, what is
Which
that?
is going to be specifically able to buff Metal Rodman the card.
Yeah.
Like its entire purpose.
Otherwise, it just scores on one of the BAMs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it'll still function.
Or
Yes.
it scores on like lowest rank. I could see that.
Yeah, it scores on the lowest rank.
Something odd like that.
That's a location. Yeah, that would be a perfect similar run to.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a mix or a riff on Gate Zero and We Scotty's Putt Putt.
Yep.
Yep.
And all of these cards are up and listed on our on Earth House, so they're broken into a couple different areas. I need to get a dedicated locations area up.
Not the Patreon cards that we're talking
No,
about.
No,
These
but
aren't.
the actual cards in the
Yeah,
first
every card that we're
season
making is up there, along with short stories about them and stuff like that. Basically, what we want to do is use Patreon as an excuse to make the super unglued, the unhinged style and level of cards. And mind you, we're already leaning towards that pretty hard. So like our stuff is going to be real silly. Cards that flip decks, cards that do.
We aren't
dumb
going
things.
to have Denim Walk as a regular kind of card.
I just love that card.
Patreon cards might include something along those lines.
Yeah, they're going to be...
Masked Llama, by the way, says, I can be bribed.
That's good. That's
as
good.
well as those off-the-wall types are great.
Yeah, and they're going to be... And that's where Also, like adding in new leaders, new locations. Every time we do that, the amount of games that you can play they skyrocket to the point that I stop counting. Something like if we add 5 leaders, a combination between 5 leaders and locations.
I think we're in 6-figure.
Yeah, we crossed the million possible mark.
No,
real fast.
I think 100,000 is
No,
after 5.
We crossed the million.
Okay.
With 5 additional cards.
Yeah.
We crossed the million possible game, and it gets real dumb real fast.
I didn't think it was that few, but okay. But
yeah,
and
it's a lot.
And the point of it, it's yes, we're trying to throw math at you to say, hey, look at how much variety we have.
Ooh.
I also want to thank everybody who stuck with us through the transition from Facebook to Twitch and through this extra time just to get to all of our little metagame conversation at the end of this.
Denim,
please let us know if you have any...
Quick note, in case there's a question, I think that's a question. Denim Walk was a card on a Minotaur in the first Unglued that if your opponent was wearing denim, it was unblockable.
Player.
Yeah, your opponent.
If your opponent
was wearing denim, card was unblockable. And I found that an amazing meta joke. Yeah. Almost as good as a card that in the current Magic meta, I would love to have. The giant fan. It blows counters off of cards.
Was that the most recent Unglued?
No, that's like first, Unglued, Unhinged. Like that's way back. But I remember seeing all these counter decks come up and going, oh, that's a joke card. It's not. That card is serious business. We are serious business over here.
We would also like to mention that we are going to try and make cards that we do not have to ban for tournament.
Yeah, we don't like that.
The goal actually is to have all of our cards be broken in very specific ways. They don't look controlled, but they are.
They are.
They're very much balanced by all of the rest of the game, essentially.
Yeah, the constraints. So, anyway, that's a look at Earth Tau, a fairly in-depth look at Earth Tau of one version. Game, like I said, it plays tight. You can come back. You don't necessarily know who's winning until the end. I really thought I was closer on that other location, like at least a little.
I knew you were pretty decent ways away.
I knew I was rough. I knew I was rough. I didn't think I was that rough.
I was trying to throw a gadget.
A quick little gadget at the end.
That was my confidence level in me beating you at that location.
That's fair.
Like,
had you actually held back and made him play the rest of his cards,
it might have, bought time.
Probably would have won.
Yeah, and that's catch that momentum, and I caught it when it was just on his side of the board versus mine.
Yeah. Had you not played Smash as a drop? Had you not played the drop for Smash?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Slowed him down.
You would have had the extra card, the extra play.
Yep.
Well, right, because like one turn. Like that's honestly what we're talking about. I was one turn behind, and if Jared hadn't killed all my cards, like 10, I think.
I don't know.
Like nine cards. You eliminated
forcing
almost
him to
a quarter
use both
of my
his
deck.
His Tauros though was probably a good thing.
Yeah.
No, that was
because otherwise I would have taken that location if he hadn't blocked it. Because 18 into that location, oofda.
Yeah,
that's
a
oofda.
lot.
And that's one thing we also want with this game is that like you can think back and go,
what could I have done differently?
This is where this started to go. Yeah, how could I have altered that and learn from it? And we've seen it in the tournaments as well, that the difference between someone playing with a deck game 1 and someone playing with a deck game 4, they get vicious. That you're figuring out the first one, but by second or third game with the same deck, you're throwing heat, and you can really really make a lot of things happen. We've seen some just straight up amazing games and games played in ways that we didn't think you could play them. Like the deck that Jared was using is an Archfiend deck. And now I designed this deck. I can't actually play it because Archfiend
it's
works.
It's really funny to watch him try
It hurts
and play
my head
because
he works so counter to how I like to play that I don't like it. I don't like it. And what I really don't like is we had a player in one of the tournaments who devised an entirely new way to play that deck, which I did not know you could do. Which we named Ride the Roller Coaster because that's all he did. is he was able to basically ditch his entire hand, load up his graveyard with tons of ammo, use that cycle pretty heavy.
Didn't we change the rules so that can't happen?
It's
again,
not
though?
as easy,
Okay.
but I will tell you, it is absolutely still a valid play.
It's just not as out of balance.
Right. It's not as overwhelming.
Been rebalanced
Yeah.
to be
But
less
yeah,
of a forced.
it wasn't an
scenario.
auto. Yeah. But one way or another, basically, he would play without a hand. He would use oracles to manipulate the top cards of his deck so that he'd get the cards he want and sack the cards he didn't. And he would play quick. Like, he'd be six turns.
If you were dumping your hand that quickly.
Yeah, he'd be like, the game was six turns before he was just out of deck.
Oh,
So you had to beat him fast. I could not watch him play. I couldn't do it because it's like watching someone win a race in a car you built by driving it backwards. It hurts my soul.
I just realized Mass Llama
Yes.
was quoting an actual frequently asked question for Denim Walk,
Oh.
and that's, can I take off my pants as an interrupt?
Oh.
I can't believe it took me that long to read his comment.
Oh, that's great.
God, that's okay. So one of the things we always loved about Magic is, like, especially in the early years, all those odd questions that you got. Like, you guys ever hear about Chaos Confetti?
Yeah, I've heard of Chaos.
I have.
Okay, and it showed up as an Inquest card for a little while as well. Some tournament early on, the guy had a Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb rule is you drop it from a certain height on the deck. Whatever it hits is discarded. Cool. And to win this tournament, the guy asked the judge, does it have to be in one piece? And the judge said, technically no. So he ripped up his 50, 70, who knows how many dollar card into little itty bitty bits and sprinkled it all over his opponent's front line and used it to win the game. And then Inquest made a card called Chaos Confetti that you had to rip it up to use it. Like, it was a one-time use card that they put out with their magazines. And, like, that off-the-wall strategy, that's what we want to capture. That's what we're trying to bottle more than anything else. So, anything else that we want to touch base with, guys?
Actually, I want to open it up.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some very patient people who've stuck with us all this time.
Yeah.
We're here.
Stop
if you have
gabbing.
any questions, be happy to answer any of them, field any of them. Thoughts, anything that you want to fire at us, we're here for you.
Why those come in? What else we got?
Good game.
Thank you.
Good game. That was a close one. The ones earlier too. We actually got 3 games in today.
Yeah, that's true. 2 skirmishes and a full war,
You know,
and a lot of talking in between.
You know what we should do at some point is do a 3-person skirmish.
Yeah, we need to.
That'll be fun.
3-person skirmish shouldn't be bad. 3-person war,
But we could.
it's great. I love
I
it.
love 3-person
I love it.
because
I'm playing
everybody plays what I want them to play. It's great.
Oh, some of us
Super
have
great.
changed our mentality, sir.
We've
I-
learned.
I
we
very
have
much
learned and grown.
Look forward to the chance to play you with your
What?
To,
new
to only
mentality.
slightly beat me instead of massively kick
Oh
my
yeah, he
teeth in.
took her.
I
What's
have-
your leader of choice for 3-person war? For 3-way, little 3-way action.
I would still. I would still
we probably
do.
shouldn't call it that.
No, we'll call it that. I would still.
Devil's Triangle.
Yeah.
I would still.
It's a drinking game, as I understand.
Yeah, as I understand it, as is
It's
boofing.
like, it's like quarters. I hear it's
Yeah, it's like
basically
you play quarters.
The
It's like
Devil's
quarters.
Triangle.
I'd still do Arch.
Gosh.
You still go arching.
Yeah.
You think, okay.
I mean, I think Licorice Whip might be a smarter.
Oh, Licorice Whip is totally my call for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Licorice Whip just goes for.
This is a fair question. How
Okay.
easy is 3 to 4 person player to adapt to the rules? For the most part, all the rules play exactly the same. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is you have to
There's 2 rules. Right.
you
For
have to
multiplayer.
be the best in your chosen BAM. So if you say I am the best, I am the strongest, you have to be stronger than both or all the other players.
So you have to have the highest. If there's 3 players in the location, each one of them has a body score. The new card you play into that location has to beat all 3 of those body scores,
Right.
or all 3 of those Aether scores, or all 3 of those Mind scores.
And then you are right. The second rule is you add more locations
You add 1 more than the player.
than the amount of
number
players. Yep.
So instead of playing for 3 on a 3 player, you play for 4. On a 4 player, you play for 5. Theoretically, this can go up exponent to however many number of players, but as you add each player in multiplayer, the complexity
is definitely exponential.
Yes, and
it's great fun. It really, really, really is.
But it's very easy to do. I would say.
That hurts.
I would say the average for a 3-person war game is probably more the 2.5 to 4 hour mark.
I'd say about an hour.
With people who know what they're
That's
doing,
true.
it
an
narrows
hour.
it down to like between 15 minutes and 45. It
Yeah,
depends
I'll
on
give you
the
that.
On a
locations.
3-player.
Oh yeah, because the
Three-player
3-player can either. If you've got people who are playing a certain strategy,
'cause you could
it'll lock out real quick.
Yeah.
Out quick.
And so
Or
you gotta, if you're gonna
It
go,
gets
you gotta get
really,
on it.
Really complex.
Yeah.
But to narrow down and basically answer your question, 3 to 4 player games. The rule adaptations very simple. It's pretty
Pretty
stout.
It's
That's
those
it.
two rules.
Make those 2 modifications to rules, but your strategy is going
Gonna
to take
change.
a complete change
Like, honestly,
of mindset.
I probably would do alterations on my deck if I were going to walk into a 3-player on a regular basis. I
Well-
would probably have a dedicated deck. I don't know what that deck would look like yet, but I would pack it different.
Mass Llama is saying it's easier to get a group of 3 than
Yeah.
2 for their group.
Absolutely.
So you're going to basically be learning a different set of skills because when you're playing against one person, you just have to anticipate their thought processes and try and ruin one person's plans. When you're playing 2 people, you have to ruin their plans without them realizing you're ruining their plans.
Don't be the bad guy.
Because if you're the bad guy, then you get 2 people who are targeting you until they think you're no longer a threat.
Yep.
Which can also be a beneficial strategy if you've got
round
the right
and
cards
round
in your
we
hand.
go.
So for 3 players starting out, skirmish.
Start a skirmish.
Yeah, start with a skirmish. It's one location. It's a great way to get yourself an idea of how the game plays.
Yep.
It also gives you a good idea of how to play the players that you're playing with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Start getting a feel for how to work it, how to work the abilities. And
skirmish.
download the
Tabletop demo?
tabletop demo because you've got cards there, you've got leaders there. You can actually rip them down and make your own decks out of what you've got there.
Yeah,
it's not a full set, but it's there, and there's a lot of the art with it. That's part of why these decks were chosen.
Yeah, everything that we played with today was from the demo.
Yep.
These are the 3 decks. I was a little reluctant about putting in Archfiend because right now I think that is our.
You like him?
Well, the last 2 tournaments, that was the.
He was.
That's not true.
No,
it's not.
Because Rock Salt.
Rock Salt's played high. Adverb
That's right.
has always done really
And
well.
I was thinking
Dr.
about-
Captain Man's done work. I think I need to do some work on his deck, but he's still really really.
Yeah, you're right. That's perspective. Wow.
You like him. You
Also-
figured him out.
Yeah.
To just give you a bit more of an explanation as to what skirmish is. So skirmish is kind of an introductory method for playing Earth Tau. It uses a smaller deck and only one location. So it uses a 20-card deck as opposed to a 40-card deck. And instead of using the typical 3 locations for a game of war, or 4 locations for a 3-person game of war, it's 20. Everybody has a 20-card deck and 1 location.
Yeah. In skirmish for 2 players or 3 players, that doesn't change. It's always just 1 location. It's only when you get into war and multiplayer. And the other thing behind skirmish, just to give you an idea, yes, there is a way to play it fast. We have played it to where
Usually a 5 to 10 minute.
Skirmish in itself can be a really fun game type, and it can fit really well into a tournament where you're playing best 2 out of 3 because they're really quick matches. But it was initially born so that we had a quicker game type to demo to people, and also my daughter was 5 at the time, 5 and 4, and I really wanted to be able to play this game with them. So by reducing it to 1 location in skirmish, and then even making it the simplest way is you play into the crown room.
I got you.
And the reason why is the crown room doesn't allow any abilities to trigger. I don't think crown room is in
Is that the crown?
Yeah, it is. It's in here. Yeah,
Okay.
it's in here. Boom.
And
The location, crown location.
location. So what that means is all of the abilities are nil,
Yep.
and it makes the game very simple. It's not something where you would play with regularly, but if you were really trying to introduce somebody to this type of game, which
One of my favorites.
really isn't any other game like this, frankly, but to introduce them to how this plays, that is the easiest setup. Is you do skirmish into the crown. It makes it too easy. It's great for
It's a
demoing
good
it
trade.
really
Yeah.
fast, but you lose.
It also strips away some of the tendency for new players to lose track of the end game.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's really hard to keep track of when you're first starting to learn the game. In my experience,
Yep.
is when you're in the thick of the middle of the game, where you're throwing power after power at each other and just blowing each other's stuff off the board, to keep track of who's going to win.
What am I doing and why?
With the strongest team at the end of the game, because you're just trading blows. Mass Llama likes the sound of skirmish, by the way, which is exciting. I'm glad that.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that that's.
it's a
something
cutthroat
positive.
style.
It is.
Like,
The-
you will knock crap out of each other real fast.
The third game type, which frankly, have we even played it yet?
We're still kind of figuring out how to get the mechanics to, or like the
Which
physically
one?
moving the mechanics.
It's the theorized one, the tick tick boom.
The
or
one that moves, that has locations
conveyor
moving down
belt.
the conveyor
Oh,
belt.
Goodness, no, we have not
I
gotten
haven't
that
messed
one
with it. I haven't
solved.
messed with it enough yet.
We
But I
We
I
haven't
know
even tried it, but I think it would work because
I know how it'll work.
Theoretically, you take your 13 locations.
Yeah.
You put them in a pile. You undo the top 3.
Yep.
And then after a full round, the last location goes to the bottom of that stack, and then you move the other 2 locations down and play a third.
Yep.
And
I
none
would
of
call that purple punch
Purple punch.
because of the effect of the red button. Did everything taste purple? For
Oh.
a moment?
well the tick tick
It's
boom
like a countdown. Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as you play on a card, now when that location gets to the last position, if there's a card on either side and the other person doesn't choose to take it, that's a location win.
Oh, interesting.
And so
Yeah.
you only have 3 plays,
Yeah, you have 3 chances.
and that's if you
Get
start
something.
at the top of
Yeah.
the conveyor belt.
Also, Mass Llama says, our group plays Munchkin. We can handle hating each other for a while.
Yeah, you will. Oh my god, yeah. Like, I mean,
Munchkin never gets personal. I don't know what you're talking about.
I definitely don't hold any grudges against Jared
No,
for a
but,
variety of things.
oh, do you? I don't.
No, once the game's done, inside the game, I will definitely do things out of revenge and spite. Absolutely, 100% of the time.
Well, the beauty from my perspective is what does this game do?
It brings emotion to the table.
No, but what I'm saying is, what does the game do? Because from my perspective, even if I'm getting my butt kicked, if it's something really interesting, really cool that they were able to pull off, it doesn't upset me. It's like, yeah, shine, Earth Town, do something stupid. All right, so I think we're babbling about this point.
Yeah.
We have any more questions? Everybody that stayed on, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We hope that you enjoyed what you were subjected to.
Hey, they self-subjected.
Yeah, it was a good plan. There are links in the Discord to where you can get where you can download the demo here on tabletop, as well as buy the prototype boosters and cards.
Not boosters, battle packs.
Battle packs. Sorry, not boosters. Just wrong word. Battle packs, which includes 2 full decks and sets of 3 locations at Game Crafters.
Yep.
All listed there.
And then, other than that, you guys have a great night. Hang out with us. Follow us on Facebook. We are going to be getting a Twitch and doing some more work on our Instagram as well, so you can follow us with there as well. Whatever works best for you. Other than that, share the game. Talk to other people about it. We greatly appreciate it, and we appreciate you.
We also do Tuesdays.
Yep.
Every Tuesday at 8. 8 p.m. Mountain.
I bet we can do that on YouTube, too. Bet we can.
I would be
Okay.
happy if we can migrate
Yeah,
from...
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
But
You guys have a great night.
Tuesday does what now?
We
You
are...
cut off midway
Yeah,
through
sorry.
the explanation.
We do a live video, a live broadcast every Tuesday evening about 8 o'clock Mountain Time. And sometimes we're just going over new art or new progress in the game and what's been developed. And then typically we'll play a game of skirmish or war after that. And we've been doing that for the last 6 weeks now,
Yeah.
5 weeks, something like that. And so look for those on Tuesdays, and then we love feedback.
We love questions.
Yeah, so
We love getting made to think about what we've
questions, suggestions, everything. It's just made it better. We really miss the conventions because we would make like light year leaps in production and development every convention. So, yeah.
All right.
We'd love to hear from you.
With
Thank
that,
you.
Have a good night.
done. Have
Bye.
a good night.